Get me like that, Ross.
All right, we are back.
Welcome back.
I hope we're going at least.
It's working.
Cool. All right, so we didn't really get very far, so we decided to just go ahead and
Restart.
kind of more or less restart. So, welcome to tonight's episode of Die For Me, where a bunch of us friends are going to attempt to play Dungeons & Dragons. Shout-outs, Flipper, Jazzy, Pam, awesome. Thank you guys for everything you guys do.
Minis, social media, Fan Fusion. Keep going.
Fan Fusion, social media,
12
minis,
o'clock.
everything's amazing.
12 o'clock, June
on noon,
6th or something.
June 6th, at Fan Fusion. Thank you to all you guys for watching us, supporting us. We appreciate all of you. Thank you to the players who keep playing every single week. We appreciate you guys.
Let's do it like this every week.
Yes, that's how we're going to do it every week. All right, so, a little bit of a recap. Went to the Drillcell Empire, met the king, returned his daughter Nyla. Yeah, sorry. We
took off
We're
from
headed
the
to
city.
town.
For those of you
Now
who are
that's how we
watching on
got to
YouTube
now.
that probably don't know what happened, we had a huge power outage. We had already started the game. We didn't get very far, so we decided just to go ahead and stop and redo the whole thing. Wi-Fi outage, sorry.
Different.
So, yeah.
Now we're headed to town. It's gonna be like 6 days.
That
I'm
I
like,
can
let's practice.
That's right.
And the
Here's
only
some
one who
his
got a good
cardio
roll
along
is
the
this
way.
guy.
That's right. So, after your guys' first day of travel, you wake up the next morning and you guys spar. The sparring doesn't go very well for most of you, except for Loke, who beats the shit out of you guys.
I feel like he has an advantage on
Handedly.
athletics.
You know, it's just a warm
and
up.
reach and
It's day one.
It's only a +7.
Now, you shortened your
Terminus
blades.
is probably like a -1.
I did, but
So
it's
you
still
can-
athletic.
No, for you it's
Yes,
acrobatics because you shortened the blades on the
Yeah,
wooden
dexterity.
swords.
Okay.
So you can add that instead. So what does it
Okay.
become?
9.
Cool! Still got beat up.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it helps.
One less bruise.
Yes. But, yeah. It went
Were you serious?
not good. You guys handily got beaten by
Planning it.
Lokag. No issues. You
I beat up a tree.
you did beat up a tree. It's like that scene from Robin Hood Men in
tree.
Tights where the blind guy thinks he's fighting somebody and he ends up just turning a toothpick into a post.
Sure, man. Or a post into a toothpick.
That's what I meant.
That'd be crazy.
I know, right?
You were watching the movie back.
Man.
I was.
We're not going to talk about how the wood gets bigger.
Well, I could talk
From
about it all
beating on
day.
From being.
Used as a trick.
Yeah.
Moist.
Yes.
Anyways.
Welcome back.
Yes, your first day, there was no incidents that night. You had plenty of guards to keep watch, so you didn't feel the need to keep watch that first night. You guys begin your journey on the second day. It gets to be around 1 o'clock in the afternoon when the centaurs stop. We believe you can take it from here. Continue on this path, and he gives directions on how to get to the village. But we must return back.
Sure you don't want to join us for a little adventure?
I'm afraid my duties require me elsewhere.
Your loss.
Oh, we appreciate
You see him like there's a brief. Sorry, go ahead. There's a brief moment where he like actually grips his sword. You might be right, but I have duties.
we very much appreciate the escort. Thank you.
He does a slight bow. His one hoof goes forward and then gets a little lower.
Ooh, dressage.
Oh, I'll get a little lower too. May the Lord guide you safely on your way home.
Thank you. You see them all turn and begin galloping away. As you continue on your journey, you start to find yourselves in more foresty type areas. You get about till around 8 o'clock in the evening before you guys decide it might be time to stop. You set up camp, and seems relatively peaceful right here, but does anyone want to keep watch?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Oh, that's good. 17 plus
Taliesin will stay up with you as well.
perception. So 19.
19. Nice.
Oh, you're trying to make me nervous. You're reaching over for something right now.
Oh no, sorry.
He's getting his
Oh, no, it's
telesync
actually just
perception
your
check.
ass.
Well, you
I
see
do-
this guy. Walk up on
He's
you.
getting his telesync perception check.
I don't know why a
dice.
kraken is here on land, but here it is.
It's just gonna reach over across the lands,
Okay.
over the mountaintops. And
Yeah.
I couldn't find a kraken, but I did find this giant tentacle.
Oh shit.
Yay!
was just
Telsing had a really good perception check too. So you guys keep watch for the first 2 hours of the night. Nothing seems to be happening. It seems very peaceful. Nobody attempting to sneak up on you.
How you doing, Telsin?
I'm doing quite well. How are you?
It's pretty good,
It's
actually.
like she's
Thank you.
here.
Give it about 30 seconds.
Tell me about you, Telsin.
Well,
Diabolical.
Dot. Fade back.
I grew up in Brenhamville, and yada yada yada. Here I am.
Stimulating.
Wordplay so great.
What else do you want to know?
So you low kick.
Yada yada yada.
You have such a way with words.
Tell me everything about you, Garuda.
I'm gonna go ahead and wake up there now.
Oh, I don't think
She'll
that's
be mad.
I don't think that's a good idea.
She'll be mad.
Aranel needs the 4 hours of sleep, so if you wake her up now, it wouldn't be good.
Yeah, she can always take another nap.
No, she can't.
No, no.
It's probably better if you let her sleep.
Fine. I'm gonna wake up Felix.
I'll wake up Lokag.
Yes, she will.
So Felix rolls a perception check. Go.
It's
No.
gonna be like 2,
Well-
right?
Lokag, you make a perception check as you are woken up by Telesing. Wow. I just rolled the exact same number for Felix.
Cool.
So, 16.
16. Yeah, you guys keep an eye out. Doesn't really seem to be anything going on. And as a peaceful 2 hours go by, Felix goes, yay!
Just nothing happened before that. Just dead silence.
Yeah, it's dead silence, keeping an eye, keeping an
That
eye.
was the good news.
Two
You
hours
know-
go by.
Felix
Just as a
told
man.
In my personal headcanon, Felix had a delightful chat with his children, and you didn't hear it, and then he rejoiced afterwards.
100
Let's go with
words
that.
total between all three of them.
All right. So, Felix goes and wakes up Aranel, and Aranel kind of slowly comes back to consciousness, and she wakes up Medina. Go ahead and make a perception check, and I'll make a perception check for Aranel.
Aranel's distracting me.
That's a 13.
Okay. What up?
Aranel has a 17, so luckily she has a +7 to her perception. But your 2 hours go by relatively uneventful. You guys can hear the sounds of the forest, the bugs that are chirping, and it is very peaceful.
The animals running around outside. There's some growling in the background.
That's just Lokag. But
Go wake up Pearson.
yeah,
I don't
2
even
hours
wanna
go by
know
pretty
what he's
uneventful. All right, Pearson, make a perception check.
You got it. 14. Hang on. 17.
Oh,
I'm proficient.
13.
I'm proficient.
Nice.
You like dropped to 10 or something.
Aranel got a 22, so she has a pretty good grasp of what's going on around you guys. And yay! Who is it? Who is it? Who could it be?
Who is it, friends?
I know, but they're lost.
Go towards the end. There you go. Yay, it's Pam!
Yay!
Hey, honey.
We all miss Felix.
Hi.
Clearly. Watch out for the.
Oh, the gate here.
Lift up.
Are you wishing that I didn't tell her? I couldn't not.
I mean-
couldn't not.
Yeah. on
Either
the,
way, it's good content, you
on
know.
the 5%.
Oh, there's a geek here, or woo! Either way, would have been good content. But welcome, Pam, and goodbye, Keith. apparently.
You hear Locag and Telesing in the background.
Yes, yeah.
Oh God.
Growling.
No! Jeez.
And every time he's like, I'm okay.
Never mind. It's all gone.
Makes the exact same growls.
Anywho.
The dog playing some music.
Oscar?
It sounds like your hand pan that you have. Yeah.
You got
It's your
it?
celestial dog, you know, playing a little tune for us.
He don't do that, but I do. I could.
All right.
Hello.
Hi, Pam. Welcome.
Hi, Pam.
Welcome. We missed you.
So everybody died, you flew away, and you were the only one still alive. So what do you want to do?
Soul Survivor! That is so in character. Go.
All right. So you all wake up the next morning. You all had a good night's rest. We'll go ahead and do that real quick, where you wanted
Flashback.
Pam to put some spells into your ring of spell storage.
Oh, well, I want to look at her stuff first.
Ah.
So it's gonna be like a little side conversation.
What spells
It's
you
not
got?
like in game, taking up wasting
I
time.
haven't written down my spells for the day yet.
You've had a rest, so
I haven't written down
this
my
is
spells.
yesterday's.
All right. So you guys continue on your journey, traveling through the forest itself now.
Day 2,
Wait,
right?
do I get
Day two.
a wake up routine?
Oh yes, you do. So you
I
guys
want-
do get a wake up routine.
I'm gonna take my run.
Okay. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
You got it.
Go ahead and make your sparring checks. Everybody who's sparring.
Oh, that is much better.
24.
24.
I can't trust you either.
10. 10. Nice.
18.
27 and 21.
So for the purposes of this, you're just doing one because it's a general check to see how you're doing. I know. It's just a general check to see how well you're
Oh,
doing
okay.
with your fighting.
I like doing two. 'Cause
I know you do, but just one. So
I
what
like
was
the
your first
fucking
one?
4-year-old response.
Josh?
Might not have
roll
rolled that
thick.
one earlier if you'd rolled only one of your dice.
But yeah, just one dice.
Fine.
So what was the first one?
Oh, the first one, it was the 27th.
Okay.
Wow.
So 27,
I think I was at 18.
18, 10. So there's definitely a much more vigorous matchup between Locag and
Look, I was distracted.
By watching
His little
Telesing.
Pookie Bear's back. Pookie Owl.
Medina, you do get
Little hoot.
beaten up pretty bad.
Do I?
You do. What'd you get for your athletics check?
24.
24. Nice. You had a
Thanks,
very, very good run.
Sick.
Yeah.
Feeling good after?
But you guys
Warm
all
up run got you feeling good.
you guys got finished packing everything up, getting everything ready, and you begin setting out once again. You're traveling through the forest. It's around 11 o'clock in the morning when you suddenly see in the middle of the pathway a figure standing.
Who's driving?
Figure?
First of all.
Oh yeah,
Can
make
I
an
drive?
animal handling check.
You killed the animal.
I know, it's not.
Natural 1.
Are you serious?
Dead serious. I wish I wasn't.
I knew it. You killed the
I would
fucking
like
horse.
to make a motion to have NL do future animal handling checks
I don't know what
regardless
we're
of
doing.
Kirsten's feelings.
Nope.
It's not like she's doing anything else.
I picked up a background so that I could be proficient with land vehicles. I'm gonna fucking use it.
Yeah, your proficiency's persuading.
Yes.
I just want to say, I think he's killing the fucking horse on purpose so he could summon his horse thing every time.
I don't think that's
dog.
Real?
Oh, that's just what your character's thinking. All right, so
He's a dog 95% of the time.
95%.
you guys all get in the
Until you
wagon,
kill it.
and
I don't kill him.
Pearson looks back to make sure everybody's in and nods his head. Starts to get the horses going, just flicks a little too hard.
A little.
And as he does, the horses bolt and take off. And all of you do that sliding across the cart. Some of your guys' food falls out the back. I need everybody to make dexterity. I need everybody to make dexterity saving throws to see if you guys can actually stay in the cart.
You
Do I
mean your
also make a
salted
dex save?
fish?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Real
yeah,
quick,
I'm good.
you guys can add 4 to your saving throws. 'cause
Oh,
you're within
thank
10 feet of me.
you. So kind.
Natural 20.
Oh, natural 20.
Same. I wish it had happened earlier.
Aaron now
so
rolled
that
an
is-
18. Felix rolled a 19.
So it would have been a 28 total.
What was that
Dexterity
rolling?
save.
Dexterity saving throw.
15 plus 4.
That's good.
20.
12. 20.
Yeah, 19 plus 1.
Josh, did you add 4?
Oh, 4?
Oh,
so
4?
16.
16.
You
That
can add
saved
4
you.
because I'm
24.
That saved you because you guys watch as you all slide to the back of the cart, and Garadon leaning over, suddenly a crate comes rolling back some food, and it almost hits him, but you guys are able to all jump forward and grab it and stop it from hitting him from falling out.
And save the food.
Yeah, and save the food. But you all gather yourselves. Locate gets hold of the, or not Locate, Pearson gets hold of the reins, slows the horses down, and continues moving slowly.
So desperate to prove yourself that you overcorrected.
I don't know about desperate to prove myself. Desperate to make use of an allocated resource.
Fuck that resource.
Fuck you. How about that?
But you guys continue moving forward, and you come upon a figure
Yeah, I guess desperate to prove myself.
standing in the middle of the roadway. As you guys get closer, you see they are humanoid. And Ross, would you like to come out and describe your character, please?
Hell yeah!
Trying to trick us earlier. Oh, he's not here to play.
Hooks up,
Darn.
let him down,
walk out
got him
the
up again.
First of all, it was him who came up with a really good idea of using it for something else, so I gotta give the props to him for that one.
All right. Well met, travelers. Where are you going to this fine day?
Describe what you look
Oh,
like.
sorry. So I'm human. I basically, if you imagine a Spanish swashbuckler, is what I look like. I have a big old broad hat with a big old feather in it. You know, very flared mustache and a little goatee going on.
3 Musketeers.
Yep. Wearing a very baggy red shirt and gloves on. I got a crossbow on my back. And
How many fingers are on your hand?
9. 10.
Just making sure.
No hooks?
Making
No
sure.
And yeah, I'm just standing out in the middle of the road. Little dust on me. I've been walking for a while, but
Your name's not Peter, is it?
Who's asking?
Looks familiar.
oh, sorry. My name is Ricardo Firewind. Yes.
Insight check. That's a bullshit name.
That name sounds
21.
made up.
21. Make a persuasion or a deception check depending on what you are doing.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow, he just
That
barely
sounds like
sat
an
down.
alias.
Ooh, that is
Sure.
a 6 plus whatever.
That there, so
My, let's see. Okay, I do have.
It is a persuasion or deception
Is your
depending on
name
which one
actually
you guys are doing.
Clarence?
No. My name is Ricardo Firewind.
He seems to be telling the truth.
And what group of adventurers do we have here today?
Well, you may have heard of us. We are the Displaced 8. Don't try to count us.
Okay.
No, you
I must say, there's not quite 8 of you, but. Wait, weren't you the ones that lost that battle a couple of while ago?
Whoa. Lost
Doesn't
is a
say.
strong word to explain what happened.
I don't know that we've.
Most of us survived.
You know, that is a very good point. That is a win in my book.
What battle did we lose?
Where are you from?
Oh, I'm from
Identity.
one of my. I have a Drake farm down the road a little ways, and I was actually going to be heading into town because something's been spooking them recently, and I can't seem to figure out what it is. And I've been trying to, and I've just been so overworked trying to keep them under control. I just haven't had time to go investigate. So my farm hands are keeping them sedated for now, while I go to the city to find adventurers to help me figure out what's going on with them.
Did you just say a Drake farm?
Yes, I did.
As in flying lizards.
Ooh, these ones don't fly. They're only four-legged, without the wings. They're a distant cousin to the dragons, but in the same way that a monkey is related to a human.
So like iguanas?
I'm not familiar with that creature. What is an iguana?
It's like a dragon with a really long tail, but it's small like a puppy.
Oh, that sounds adorable, though. No, but these ones actually, you can ride on these ones.
Well,
If you're all interested, I mean, you'd save me a trip down to the city if y'all want to.
when you say ride, like as a mount or
Can
just
we
big
have
enough
one
to
of these
ride?
drakes?
Just give us stuff?
I mean,
No.
obviously, pay for one, of
I was
course.
about to ask the
Yeah, in our
question.
cart.
What's
Alright,
in
yeah,
front?
I'm just saying.
Well,
Destroy
everything's
our
negotiable.
horses
I mean, like I always say, that our drakes usually become the crown piece of any, guard unit. I mean, if you have the coin, we can always talk.
We have.
A few.
Well,
They don't know.
what
You guys have money?
what exactly is happening on the farm? What are you asking
I
us?
don't know, I'm just concerned if we lose a couple
He's
more horses on
sedated,
this
so that
trip.
got my interest.
That is valid.
I don't want to get thrown off again, which keeps happening. I think I prefer having my own steed.
Hey, you made it the last time.
Well,
Oh, the first time I got thrown off, I took quite a bit of damage.
First time, that was a while ago.
Thankfully, you guys saved me on this last one.
I didn't do it.
My whole life flashed before my eyes once again.
You did.
It was
Well,
short.
my Dina knows all
So
about
I do
that.
need to jump in as the DM. a little
Wow.
bit. Ross and I did not have a lot of time to discuss this, but
I'm
it
taking
is a
full
situation where the drakes are actually being stolen. The drakes are being taken away, and he is losing the drakes. Sorry, that
So
was my
who's
fault.
sedated?
That's
Well,
where
we
there was a
don't know
mistake.
that.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
But we don't know that right now.
An
I'm looking for drake
investigation.
thieves.
Got you.
Oh,
We are not
okay.
them.
Yes.
We don't have any Drake. You can search us.
Here's
I mean, I
I
feel like
think
you're probably.
I'll turn out my pockets. So you can tell.
I'm pretty sure I would know if you had drakes. They're not very easy to hide.
So how can we help you?
Well, I just need a team to go investigate where they're going.
I know where you can find a team.
You have a lead on where they're going?
I mean, apart from tracks that disappear off into the woods, not much.
Where into the woods? Can we see it on the map?
I don't have a map on me. Do you have a map?
Oh,
Oh, I'm sure we have a map, don't
yes.
And then Drake is dragon related?
I will. Well, you don't know. You haven't seen one before.
Okay. Well, Felix, maybe you can.
Do
send
they
some
climb?
out.
Sometimes. Rocks mostly.
Can they climb up the side of the
Felix,
mountain?
do her little
Yeah. So
spidey sense thing.
with that, Felix does sense draconic presence. That's all you know. She can do it in a 6-mile radius.
Felix is a boy.
But it doesn't give location. It doesn't give any of that
Felix
kind of
is a
stuff.
And how far are we from the town, roughly?
From the village you guys are going
Yeah,
to?
village.
You guys are
2
still
days?
about 4 days away.
Okay, that's
Oh.
more than 6 miles. Then.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you guys are about right here.
Okay.
Ah. So you're saying that they're going to the woods
So we're like a third of the way there.
nearby us?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have the last sighting of these tracks?
They led about northeast of us. But,
Can you show us?
yeah, I can show you, but do you guys want the job? That's the real
what does
question.
it pay?
Valid question.
I was ready to help regardless.
I start stroking my chin.
Okay.
How does 1,000 gold for your whole group sound?
Does it come with coupons? Just kidding. Okay.
Yeah, it's not bad, but I might
Well, I
be
mean, if you're a
interested in
small
something
business
more.
owner, how many drakes can you spare?
Ooh,
We find
they're
them.
pretty spooked right now. I don't know if we can ride them.
I could.
And trust me, anything that can spook
Are
I
we killing
don't
them?
think.
Come on now.
I bet Aranel could talk to
I was
them.
already interested before you offered money.
Yeah.
Well, then I'll take your half. Okay. So. Yes, I would. No.
She's like, thanks for your donation.
Well, do we have a deal?
I would say I'm willing to help.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Let's go to my farm.
Have we discussed payment yet?
1,000
I
gold for the
checked
group.
out for. Okay, all right.
1,000 gold for the group.
All right. For the whole group.
Yes.
I might have a different interest.
Mine is Gary's because he doesn't want it.
Not necessarily, I just have a different interest.
Different interest. Okay. We'll follow you.
All right, follow me, adventurers. I start walking down the path.
Okay.
Do you have any gear with you? Like, are you prepared to fight, or is this like an escort and guarding situation?
He has a crossbow.
I have a crossbow, and I've got you see a dagger kind of in my back pocket.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I've
you're
got
not
that.
like without
Yeah.
means. Okay.
Would you like to hop in the cart and direct us instead of walking while we?
Oh yes, I would love to. Thank you.
I don't know, have you seen this guy drive?
Oh, that's so much better.
Fuck off. I tried really hard.
Not one for the day.
My dad was proud of me.
Oh, it's
Oh, no, he was not.
Just sent you a text.
Yep.
All right.
Like
So you guys,
I was gonna take this to a better place.
you guys help the new ally into your cart, and he gives you directions on how to get to his farm. You guys continue moving a little bit further before he guides you off the path. You guys are now heading in a different direction, a little bit more of a northeastern direction rather than northwest. As you guys go through the woods, it is a very small, unused path that you guys are able to follow. Although you do have to kind of duck underneath some branches, it's not really maintained for a cart to go through. But you do eventually make your way through, and you find a small house out in the middle of this area. And surprising, you find these thick metal fences that seem to go out and around into the woods, and you're not really sure where they go, but it seems to come back around towards the farmhouse, and you
So
realize,
it's kind of like very circuitous.
from what you can tell, yes.
Okay.
You get the sense that based on these fence posts, which are about this big around and all metal, whatever is being held in these cages is very, very large creatures.
How tall is the fence?
The fence is about 15 to 20 feet tall as you get closer, and you can barely see through the posts in between. But as you get closer, you guys start to hear of something in the woods hiding behind these fences.
My hand is on my sword.
What does it smell
I'm
like?
gonna draw my axe.
Make a perception check.
14.
14. It smells like the forest. It's not like it's a different change in smell. There might be a little bit more of a farm sense because there's definitely droppings of these creatures, but you don't know exactly where. And again, this fence does seem to be like it's a very large fence. It doesn't seem like it's, really
Small
restricting.
area.
It allows them to have an area to actually move around, as these aren't exactly, again, small creatures.
Welcome to my abode.
Neat.
What does that sound?
I bet that's the drakes. Is
I
that
thought
the
he was looking for the
drakes?
drakes.
Yes.
Well, not
that's-
all of them. but
yes,
they
that is the
take
drakes.
them.
How many have gone missing?
There's 6 have gone missing so far, and it
Out
started
of-
with 9.
So you had 9 and now you're down to 3?
Yep.
Oh, no. Okay.
So around this time, you guys start to see massive blue scales moving along the fence. And through the fence paneling, you can actually see
Oh, hell yeah.
Sick.
Ricardo, they're beautiful.
Yes. That blue one, right? That big blue one there is Evo.
Oh, nice. You named them yourself.
Yes.
Great job.
I named each and every one of them.
Those one-
What's your passive perception, Medina?
That one's Mitsubishi.
That's 14.
15.
15? With your 15, does anybody have anything higher than a 15 on passive perception?
Oh, passive? Oh, nope.
Didn't you say mine was?
It's 10 plus your
It is
perception.
10 plus whatever your perception modifier is, so 13 for you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so with 15, you actually do see that there is another building. This one is not made of wood. It's more of a stone type building, and you see that there's smoke or steam that seems to be coming out of the stone itself, but you get the sense that that is a very, very warm, hot room.
Is that the hatchery?
Actually, yes, it is.
I'll tell everyone about the stone building.
You all see this stone building where steam and smoke seem to be coming out of it.
keeping the fire lit in that thing is a pain, I gotta tell you.
Oh, bad.
Is it wood burning or coal burning?
Sometimes. The drakes do a good job keeping it warm themselves, but I just
Oh,
help
they
them
do it
along.
themselves? That's so sweet.
We have a brooding mother in there right now. If you know, she's guarding her eggs.
So if I may ask, how intelligent are the drakes?
That is a philosophical question I've had many debates about.
Do you debate with the drakes, or do they just sit there and
No.
smile at you?
Many people seem to think they're nothing more than dumber than animals, but I like to think they're more intelligent than that.
Do they ever tend to sing you lullabies at night? Whether it be through growling or anything.
What?
I
know, right?
Do they keep a sick beat?
Do you ever give them psychedelics?
No, but they do have very intricate courting rituals.
Do they like them young?
Sorry, I'm sorry. It was a habit.
I would not know. We try to wait till they're adults before we.
So funny. So do you have any people that would want to take your drakes?
Well, apart from every kingdom in the land, yes.
I
But do you have
that.
any enemies?
Well, I mean, what merchant doesn't have enemies? But
Bad ones, probably. Unsuccessful merchants.
I tried to keep a live and let live policy, because it's not really that many Drake farmers or Drake ranchers around here.
Is there anybody around here who would want your land if you fail?
No, we started growing out here because it was out in the middle of nowhere. Because people tend not to like these things next to their, the kids growing up. So that's why our operation's all the way out in the woods. But apart from enemies, I can't think of any right now. I mean, apart from the ones I've always underbid, of course.
Have you had any disagreements lately? No matter how small.
I mean, I always have to turn down the occasional noble that wants one of these, but he's clearly only doing it for bragging rights.
Is it the same noble every time?
No, mostly young teenage boys that just want the new shiny thing on the market.
He's a young teenage boy.
Oh, I didn't want to judge, but
Oh, by all means.
I guess he was technically not wrong at that point.
this just took a very awkward turn I was not expecting.
I imagine our teenager has a better temperament. and
Aw,
disposition.
Oh.
compliment.
Seems like he's has himself well put together. So, anyway, let's make our way over to the
have
main
no
house.
He does.
At least I can host you for the night or provide you a fair meal.
Thank you. What does the house look like?
It is a very small home. Nothing extravagant or super fancy. But
He
as you
invested
guys,
in the fence.
huh?
Yeah, right.
He invested in the fence.
Yeah,
Because, I mean,
for some very obvious reasons. But as you guys enter the home, it is a very nice home. It's very well put together. You see there is a sleeping area. There is a very nice little kitchen, very nice little sitting area as well, but nothing too extravagant.
So you said we moved out here. Who do you live with?
Oh, I have my farmhands. There's a farmhands station on the other side of the hatchery.
Okay.
I have 2 servants that work for me full time. They maintain the pens and help feed the drakes when I'm not here. And
are
just,
they disgruntled?
I mean, I had to let a 3rd one go a couple months ago, but that was, he wanted to move on to better things. He did not like being out in the middle of the woods.
Did you part on good terms?
Mostly, he was.
That's not convincing at all.
What was this one's name?
Right, though?
His name was Hans.
Hans. With a Z or an S?
S. But
Nobody?
no, he was just he wanted to take the farm in a direction that I was not comfortable with. And when I explained to him why I did not want to go in that direction, he was upset and thought I was not appreciating his talents, and then became very, very moody and not wanting to do his work. And so eventually I had to let him go.
So how long after he was let go did you start noticing disappearances?
I mean, these disappearances only happened about a week ago. Started about a week ago. It's been
About a
almost.
week ago.
So you've lost
One per day?
6 in 1 week. Yeah.
Yeah.
One a night.
Have you considered investing in like ADT? No, don't worry about it.
Well, that's why I went and hired adventurers like yourselves.
So what kind of gate is on this pen? Like, how complicated is the security here?
Does ADT stand for like added Drake transactions or something?
Well done. That was pretty quick too. I was trying to get one, but
I mean, it's just a simple latch. I mean, we have for the locking mechanism. These creatures, they're smart, but I mean, we just a simple pin through the latch will usually keep them in. But we never had a problem with people trying to steal these things.
He does take you outside, and the simple latch itself is, you know, those like lock things that you.
Yeah.
It's one that you have to grab with two hands to lift and move over.
But
Oh,
it's
just like
simple
old
in
pin.
design.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a cat can go up there and just
Alright.
smack it
But
up. Yeah.
you noticed one was missing and you didn't upgrade the security after that.
Well, it was just the three of us out here. We tried, obviously wire. We thought maybe they got out just by either fiddling the latch at first. But once we wired that down, then we came out the next day. The latch was untouched. So I've walked the whole fence line twice.
So you wired the latch and then it wasn't touched, but the Drake was still missing?
Yes.
What time of the day is it?
It is around 1 o'clock at this point.
we can still look. Can you show us where the tracks are?
Yes. Let's go.
Pearson, do you sense anything unusual in this area?
I'll use my divine sense, Jace, which has a range of 60 feet.
Okay, so.
Since usually a Drake would just disappear.
What can you sense again with that?
Fae,
60
fiends,
feet.
and fiends, undead, and celestials.
Okay.
So I was thinking.
Other than your usual with your allies, you do not sense anything.
I can't tell.
Oh.
I don't
Just
think.
the normal themes.
I'm trying to think, what could make a Drake
That size.
disappear out of a gated place without the latches being open?
Teleport?
Teleportation of some sort?
Closing the latch behind you?
Teleport in and
Have
teleport
you
out?
looked for tunneling anywhere?
That would have to be a very large tunnel to get these creatures out.
Listen, people
Not
could
if
be
they had a
capable of
shrink,
lot.
right?
If we were to enter in there with the Drakes right now, will they attack us or?
I would recommend one of you going in at a time with me and investigating that way. I would not recommend the whole group going in.
Yeah, I'd like
Do
to
they
at
get
least inspect the
defensive?
area.
Not
Maybe
it.
we can find.
No, it's just that the
footprints?
two females that are in the hatchery right now
Are all brooding?
very temperamental, and the male, Evo, is not. He's very guarded right now. But he knows me, and he's very comfortable with me, and I can introduce you to him. And
How many eggs are in the hatchery?
They're 9.
Wow.
Not to brag.
I mean, that's fantastic. I'm just
Go on
wondering
to-
if it would have been easier for them to steal eggs than full-on drakes.
Have you ever tried stealing eggs from a brooding female?
No.
Neither have I, and I do not wish to try.
I wouldn't want to.
I wouldn't wish to try stealing a drake either.
I don't even know what drakes are, to be honest.
It's a dragon without wings.
So would one of you like to go into the pen with me and investigate that way?
Yeah, absolutely. I like to
Okay.
take a try.
Alright, follow me.
One at a time?
I'll wait.
I have a feeling that Medina should go first.
Yeah, probably a good chance. I tend to fail pretty terribly on the investigations.
My dice are awful, but my
You with my
investigation
plus
is
4.
I'm pretty good.
Do you want my dice? I've had one natural 1 and one natural 20.
I had a natural 20 already. We'll
Okay.
see how it goes. We'll see how it goes.
I guess I have one due. Hopefully.
Not bad.
Alright, ready?
I'm ready.
Alright.
It's fine. I'm used to dying.
So, as you step in, Medina, at first, as you look around, you don't see anything.
Not even
and
Big Blue?
Not even Big Blue right at this moment. But as you step in and the door closes, you're looking back, watching the gate close, and you can see that the lever mechanism can be maneuvered from this side with a different way. As he is maneuvering with it, you suddenly feel on the back of your neck.
Can we see this?
You guys can all see as this blue guard drake suddenly appears behind Medina.
He's behind me, isn't he?
Don't turn around. Uh-oh.
Turn around.
Evo, calm down, boy. Down. Shh, it's okay. She's a friend. There
Friend
you go.
not
You see him like come
Friend,
over to you,
not
and he starts to
food.
kind of slowly nuzzle up against you.
Oh yes. Oh, I love you too. Oh.
Aw.
I like that blue one.
You mind letting us walk around your pasture for a while?
You see him kind of turn, start to walk away.
Oh, he's
All right.
so smart.
Right? I keep telling people they're very intelligent.
What a good boy.
Well, let's walk this way down the fence line.
Okay. I'm looking around.
What's your passive perception again?
Passive perception is 14. My investigations. My passive investigation now.
Okay.
That's the thing.
Good enough.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
There's a feat
For
that
passive
says
investigation?
you get the feat. It's observant. It gives you +5 to your passive perception and passive investigation.
Well, that's exciting.
There's a stat for it.
I don't have it, but I will look for that.
It's called observant.
I'm making a note.
Okay. So, you begin to move through the field. What's your passive perception?
Passive perception, I don't think we covered that yet.
It should be 10 plus your perception score.
Okay. Perception. Well, we didn't cover my perception.
Oh.
You look like you have all your proficiencies, so it would just be.
So it should be wisdom
Yeah, so just 12.
plus 10.
So you're not proficient.
12?
Yeah.
Okay, so, yeah. Okay. So you guys continue to move
Sorry,
forward.
I should've asked before we
Yeah,
did your stat
that's
sheet.
fine.
You guys continue to move forward, and you make your way to a certain spot at the fence. As you get there, you can see that there have been a lot of different tracks here. All Drake tracks, but
The same size?
no, there's a couple different sizes here, but it seems like the Drakes come over to this spot, and then suddenly they don't walk away from this area.
So this is the spot where all the footsteps lead and no footsteps lead away from?
Correct.
Okay.
Well, not that no footsteps lead
But
away from,
like-
but it seems like there's a heavier set of footsteps that come
Going towards than
here.
away.
Yes.
The footsteps that go away, are they also Drake footsteps?
Yes.
Okay.
But they seem like they're much older.
Is this
and-
next to the fence?
Yes. Go ahead and make a investigation check for me.
Walk around to the other side?
You can make an investigation check as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on the outside of the fence.
What did I just
I
say?
don't see
Yeah,
crap.
you two are going around to the outside of the fence.
Too.
12 total.
12.
Yeah.
Make investigation checks.
13.
13.
Investigation. -1. That would be a solid 8.
I thought you said that your score was -1. I was like, damn.
Start wandering off.
Is there room for one more bad investigation check in this
Oh,
party?
come on! Tell us you
So
know
it's
me.
just be two.
Okay. Just wanted to ask.
So, you said you had a 13,
Yeah.
and you had a 2 and a 12?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, other than the information I've already given you, Medina, you're not really seeing anything else. You do see that there are,
I got the 5.
as you look at the fence itself, you can see that there is a little bit of blood, dried blood, that is on the fence itself, and you get the sense that maybe bait was used to bring the drakes over here. From the outside, with a 13, hold on.
Looking for footprints that come from unusual directions.
So it seems like with a 13, you're able to tell that something was definitely covered up, but you're not entirely sure.
Something was covered up.
Like there's definitely disturbance in the ground, like as though
Oh, they covered up footprints?
something had been brushed.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm not there.
You can be there.
Someone just peeled back the sod.
Yeah, I was like,
Tunnel.
can I follow this brushing?
Make a survival check as you attempt to try and follow the brushes that
See,
are.
point this out.
Huh?
See, point this out.
I would imagine you did.
17.
17. Not bad. So you're able to kind of follow the brushing for. You can see basically where the ground had been disturbed. While they did a relatively good job of hiding their footprints, they didn't do as good of a job of trying to cover up their cover up. You can definitely see that grass has been uprooted. You can see that there are scrapes from branches as they were pushed off to the side and stuff like that. And as you continue to move forward, you get about 100 yards away before the brushing stops, and you can see footprints leaving the area.
Well, guys, I think I might have found something. Shit, what did you say your name was?
Ricardo.
Ricardo.
Fireman.
I know, I keep thinking Peter and then Clarence because those are the two things that he said. And then I'm like, oh, Ricardo.
Can we tell what kind of footprints there are?
They seem to be humanoid footprints. They seem to be wearing some kind of boots.
They walking alongside, or
You do not see any Drake footprints.
Hey, Ricardo, the footprints you are aware of, as you mentioned before, are they in this direction?
Excuse me.
bless you?
Yes, I believe so.
So
Then,
just
They started about 50 yards that way, but I couldn't trace them back to the fence line.
Perhaps we should follow these.
Follow what?
Follow these footprints. The markings.
where's
These
the
brush strokes?
where's the Drake tracks?
They got brushed.
No, it's brushed. Then it's just people tracks. There's no Drake tracks.
Well, these are still some pretty unusual human footsteps. Drakes are not.
Just
Maybe if you follow them, we find the drakes. They
Are
might have
they normal size?
transported the drakes in different patterns.
they're normal size.
They seem to be normal size, yeah.
Yeah, what if they knocked the drakes out and put them on like a travois or something and dragged them? Maybe that's the brushing.
Oh what?
A sled.
Well, just the
It's
fact
just people tracks. There's no sled tracks. No wagon wheels. No footprints.
No, but there's like brushy drag marks, right?
They stopped.
No, the brush tracks were the brushing that he was following was like
Was
they were
just
trying to
to
brush
cover
their
up?
yeah.
Okay.
That's what it
Right.
seemed.
Okay.
I followed the brushing to some actual footsteps when they stopped. Or I guess when they started brushing.
I'm just saying magic exists.
No.
Potentially,
I mean, I haven't like experienced it personally, but I've thought really hard about it.
my transported drakes, besides just walking off with them.
But also the fact that we found footprints out here is
Make it
highly
weightless
unusual
and tie
anyway.
it to a
So
balloon.
Do
I don't
these
have a-
footprints match anyone, yours or your friends?
Distinctive boot makers.
I mean,
Yeah, are they kinky
I don't
boots?
think so
or-
because we don't try to cover up our tracks.
They are definitely high heel. No.
But are they
No,
red?
We're looking for a butcher.
Well, I don't know about you guys. I want to follow these footsteps.
Seems reasonable.
Okay,
is
still
that
very
still survival?
confused, but okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'll check.
4, 15, 19.
19. All right. So you begin. You said 19.
Yeah.
You begin making your way. You are following the tracks relatively well. They seem to be leading. Okay. So you guys met Ricardo around here. You made your way over to this area over here. And the funny thing is, you can actually see his little home right here.
Oh, I love it. How'd she know?
There was a Drake farm. Bringing Ross in to be the owner of the Drake farm was just part of the fun. But you start to follow the tracks this way. Following the tracks, you move a little slower, but you do follow them for quite a while, a couple of miles actually. And it's beginning to get dark at this point, as you guys have been traveling for quite some time.
Do you guys want to set up camp or keep pushing forward?
What time is it?
Wait, where's Yvonne?
I'm assuming everybody followed him. He
No,
said-
no, no. I'm saying, which direction did you say?
You guys were heading in a northeastern direction.
Fuck. Let's make it pissed off.
This is
Nice.
unfortunate.
I hate you.
Do something. Spill it open, drink on me.
I did.
I know.
Perfect.
I'd say at this point, I would like to use an ability I got from Telesing. Locate creature.
Okay, read the spell out for me.
You find a creature.
It is a squirrel. Blah, 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 blah.
It was a squirrel all along.
Describe or name a creature that is familiar to you. Sense and direction to the creature's location as long as that creature is within 1,000 feet of you. If the creature is moving, you know the direction of its movement. The spell can locate a specific creature known to you or the nearest creature of a specific kind, such as human or unicorn, as long as you have seen a creature up close, within 30 feet at least once. So that's good.
Okay.
If the creature you describe or named is in a different form, such as being under the effects of a polymorph spell, this spell doesn't locate the creature. The spell can't locate a creature if running water at least 10 feet wide blocks a path between you and the creature.
Like a
So
bloodhound.
So if there's a river in the way, then it
Could you
doesn't work.
polymorph a drake into a humanoid?
And then just lead them on a leash.
That's what I would do.
All right.
That
So
would look
with
wrong.
that, with a 100-foot radius, you said,
1,000.
1,000-foot radius.
1 kilometer.
So much better.
No wait.
As you
feet or
attempt
kilometers?
to
It says
reach
feet.
out and figure out where this creature might be, you sense nothing.
It's more than
Damn.
1,000 feet away. Guess we're
not
walking.
far.
I mean, it's not that far.
That's like a third of a mile.
I mean,
Not even.
yeah.
It is a fifth of a mile.
Oh, yeah,
roughly.
yeah. I know stuff, but not that.
That's what I'm here for.
It's not one of the
I
things
know
know.
specifically that. Nothing else.
And Felix did sense dragon within a mile?
Within 6 miles, because you
6
guys are in forest now.
How big is 6 miles on that map?
6
Bigger
miles?
From
than
that
1,000 feet. I know that now.
Oh,
Oh, so we don't
30
wanna draw
times
it,
that.
but-
Or 3 times bigger.
Use my eraser.
So, 6 miles
Um,
are probably
Damn.
about
Dude, that's huge.
that much. No, not
It's
quite
like
that
the
much.
whole
Yeah.
continent.
Yeah, it's not quite that much.
Damn.
Sorry. It's about that much.
And where did she do it from? At that point?
She did it from over here.
Okay, so
that's not 6 mile.
they're
Huh?
within the forest, but not within 1,000 feet of that
Not within
location?
1,000 feet of you. Felix sensed
6
dragons within 6 miles. He doesn't
6
get.
dragon. Oh, never mind. They're drakes.
He doesn't get like a direction, location, distance. He just
Yeah.
knows that they're there.
Within-
In other words, he
considering
could.
that,
In
but
other
like-
words, he could have been sensing the ones that are literally at his farm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So there's a whole bunch of them there. Well,
Well, there's
significantly
3
fewer of them.
9A.
Wait,
Like, would Felix sense
Can I sense
the
a direction?
aliens?
No sense of
No.
direction.
It's like,
When
no.
Felix uses primeval awareness, he does not have any sense of direction or number.
Oh, no number.
It doesn't even say
Okay.
how many there are,
Okay.
where they're at, or anything. He just can sense it.
That they're there. Okay. It's like smelling barbecue, but not knowing how many ribs are on the grill.
Pretty good now.
That is actually. I mean, you're not wrong.
That's crazy.
Are you using that little reference from earlier today I sent you? The flyer?
That was messed up. And I think that did subconsciously land in my brain. It was horrible.
let's follow.
Well, I think we keep
Well,
traveling.
it's getting to be nighttime. If we don't have them within 1,000 feet of us, they're obviously not close enough for us to get attacked.
Well, it's getting dark now. How long we been walking?
You guys have been walking for several hours.
So it's getting nighttime now?
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot harder to track them.
Yeah.
Means we got to camp here.
Yeah. Do you have a way to protect ourselves at night in case we do get ambushed?
We have axes
I
and
can sit and
swords and
watch. Yeah,
spells.
that's about all I got.
There's that. Okay. Oh yeah, that's the other.
Oh my.
character we have, the bubble.
Ricardo, if your
was my
drakes
stuff.
are turned against us, goodness forbid, but if they are, what is
No,
the best way
goodness.
to defeat them
Without killing them.
without killing them?
preferably.
Yeah, we would ideally
I'm
like
not trying
to.
to take your livelihood.
I was
Right.
gonna
About to
say
say, you
behead
scared
them.
me there for a second.
This one will kill them, so keep an eye on them.
I instantly don't like you.
Justin, if
That'll
you don't
increase
mind,
quick.
Can you go ahead and cast that spell into my ring once again, so you don't waste your 4th level for tomorrow?
Anytime can I do that?
Oh, once per day.
You can do it once per day, yeah.
Does anybody have
But
like
you
the
can store it in my
sleep spell?
ring.
You're using a
just
spell
use
slot,
it.
but giving
So
it to
using
him.
your 4th level spell slot today, we're gonna go
And
to
then
bed
you're gonna-
and
it's
wake up
gonna
with
be-
the new one.
doesn't
Fresh.
have a 4th level spell slot because we're level 6.
I have one.
You do? How?
Because that's what he told me.
That's crazy. I don't believe you.
I mean, take it though, right?
Literally.
I don't think
Hey.
Jace believes you either.
DM
You
is
literally
gone.
told me I have one at level 6. It's
Level
been there.
6.
Well, there is something.
We already
you
played
use.
I
So
will
it's a
double
different
check. I will
spell.
always double check.
I was like, no, fan. I'm sorry, what did you say?
Yeah, you do not have one in 4th level, Pam.
Until
Oh,
seventh
dang.
level.
So yeah, locate creature, none of that is true.
When you
I
hit
didn't do
7th
any of
level, you
that.
get your first 4th
I
level
didn't
spell
do
slot.
shit.
Yeah, once you get to level 7,
We
you'll get
literally had this conversation when we leveled up, and you said you get one level 4. We literally had this conversation.
He
I
might have said
remember
you
it.
get an additional level 3.
That's
that
not what happened.
Might have been the case. That, or I looked at the wrong one when I was giving you the level up, so that could have. I
Roll the
might have made
tape.
a mistake.
Roll the tape.
It's on an episode somewhere.
But yeah, no, there
Needs
is
some airflow.
there is no. You don't have a level.
Yeah,
Good
you
for
don't.
you, Keith?
7 you do.
That one's got me.
So no level 4 for you yet. Damn.
I can't feel it. There we
Wait,
go.
what happened? Oh, there it goes.
There we go.
But if none of you have the
I
sleep
didn't
spell,
locate nothing.
there's always an alternative. It's a method I don't really like to use, but Drake's, there's a very rare plant that grows around here called dragon root.
I bet Aranel knows what it is.
Have you ever heard familiar with catnip? It kind of does the same thing to Drake's, except
Oh.
Get them all high and acting goofy.
essentially, and in high concentrations, it does put them to sleep.
I've seen Tabaxis do some pretty weird things.
I keep a
That's
small stash
true.
back on my farm. We might be able to find some out here, but it might take a while.
Bill did tell me a few stories about those situations.
Could Aranel find Drake Knit?
Potentially.
It's dragon root.
Do you
Sorry.
happen to have any on there?
He said he's got some back at the farm.
Yeah, I said have somebody at the farm, but don't use it on the regular.
Do you have them on you at this moment, like in your pocket or
No.
pouch? Oh, that could have been very useful.
I wasn't expecting to attack my own drakes here.
We
Oh,
just
that's
want to
an
make
example.
sure that if we do get, since we don't know what we're dealing with, if somehow they have managed to turn your drakes against their enemies, that we would be able to humanely deal with them without.
I mean, that could be useful. I can see the benefit of that.
You turned mine off.
I do have the ability to create
One of mine has
smells
been turned
out
away
of
from
nothing and just like cook meat and throw in your face. Like a steak.
As a distractionary technique?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
sure.
prestidigitation. Smells.
Can you do prestidigitation Drake Knit?
I probably wouldn't be familiar with it.
Drake nip is something completely different.
I have regrets.
I have none. But
Well, if we're out here, is there any Drake
Dragon.
nip out here?
Dragon root.
dragon root.
Okay.
Sorry, not sorry.
Aranel did a nature check to see if there was anything, and I rolled a 15. I'm pretty sure her nature is pretty high.
It's quite
So,
high.
I'm gonna make the assumption
probably
that
like a
it is high enough for
23.
her to be able to, after about 30 minutes of looking, she does find some of the Drake root.
I would like to smell the Drake root and get familiar with it.
So as you smell the Drake root, it is a very pungent, very what's the word I'm looking for here?
Piquant?
Potent.
Musky?
Musky, thank you. It's a very potent, musky smell to it. Not exactly pleasant for you, but
I like it?
you can make a perception check.
Well,
Oh,
before you
18
smell it,
22.
No.
say before you smell it, I was gonna actually try to create the smell, and then actually have you smell the real dragon root.
Okay.
Does it smell the same?
I rolled a 22 for my perception.
Should I do a
Roll a
performance
performance check, yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to be fair, not just.
He's like, smell my hand.
18.
18? It's a fairly close comparison. There is some slight minor details, but you can definitely see how it smells somewhat similar.
Perfect. Now all we have to do is mash this into a paste, smeared on your weapons, and if it comes to that, any weapon you slash on the Drake will make them disadvantaged at certain things, and continuous attacks may render them unconscious.
Okay, well, I'm not looking to harm them by any means, but
Well-
does it at least calm them down?
The smell, not so much. It has to be either consumed or injected into the bloodstream.
Consumed, like
So we
We
can
sprinkle-
lotion of some sort, or
Feed it to
just
them?
let
We
it
usually
soak in
sprinkle
water?
it on some meat. And,
Oh, we've got jerky.
They like fresh. They prefer fresh over that.
Hey, Aaron, can you find some rabbits?
Rabbit Chase.
Okay, you've got
Did you say rabbit juice?
blood.
Rabbit Chase.
Oh, rabbit jace.
Fresh
That's
meat.
Get empty
Yeah,
that
do a
out.
little
You did,
fresh
okay.
meat, then fuck it. I'll
Yeah,
do a
trade
little
all that to knock off 10,000, 15,000.
Don't
Don't
fuck
fuck
it.
it's not
I'm
the name of the
32.
episode.
I
It's
mean-
dark out.
I mean, you guys don't know exactly where these are yet, so killing something right now probably wouldn't
seem
be
like a
fresh
squirrel
meat right
or-
now.
Something like that nearby.
Okay.
Alright, we'll do it on wake up. We'll try again.
Yeah.
It's dark.
So, you all begin to set up camp. Aranel does hand you the Drake route,
Perfect.
and you can do with this whatever it is you do.
All right. I need a mortar and pedestal.
Pestle.
Pestle.
Bibbles would have had one.
I
pronounce
got
the
the
T
back
in
of
pestle?
Jagger. That
I
works.
Just need a
We
flat
got
rock.
rocks.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
I look for a flat rock.
You can easily find it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so for the next 2 hours, you spend your time doing that.
Yep. All right. This is enough for 3 doses. Unfortunately, there's 6 drinks.
So we just got to roofie 3 of them.
I mean, the Drakes obviously know you, but do they typically become like aggressive just because we're nearby?
There's a certain amount of bonding.
Do you have a
It
safe
takes
word?
about 3 days for a Drake to bond to a new master. Unfortunately, that means that 3 of them have been gone for long enough to 3 days.
Oh, that's
I recognize you.
No, they do recognize me, and they probably will
It's
not
just
attack
their loyalty
me.
would be iffy.
But that does not guarantee your safety.
Fair.
okay.
Well, we can guarantee our own safety. We just don't want to harm the drakes.
I don't know that we can guarantee our own safety.
Oh, we can.
I like
So-
confidence.
Well, maybe not mine.
I was about to say, when was the last time you died?
Don't be mean.
Okay.
But
All the time.
I would also like to point out, these are
you
highly
need to meet with the
intelligent
horse
creatures,
things.
but
There.
monsters don't always come in 4 legs. And I've known men who would do anything to break a drake in a matter of hours. So I cannot promise that these thieves
We don't
are any
mind
different.
killing men.
Oh, if they steal my drakes, they are on the table.
I'm assuming you
as long
told
as
us
you
about
don't
the dry
mind
blood.
me looking like you.
I'm assuming you told us about the dry blood.
Yeah.
I can
Okay.
disguise myself to look like you, to perhaps they won't attack me as well.
At first glance, you're probably right, but
Do they
unfortunately, you do
operate
not
on
smell like
smell?
I got
me. You have a very good sense of smell. I'm sorry.
I have a question.
Okay.
Well,
How
then
long
I'm gonna
does
go
the
up-
bonding take?
Yeah. I'm gonna walk up to
Like I said,
Ricardo and I'm gonna
naturally,
sniff
the way
him.
we like to do it is 3 days.
You said 3 days,
But
but
they-
how long each day? Do you have to be there the whole time?
Yes.
Just because you said that, I'm gonna walk up to you and I'm gonna sniff you.
I'm sorry, I don't swing that way.
Hey, don't get your hopes up. You said I don't smell like you, but prestidigitation. Now I do. And I look like you.
Yeah, President?
For 6 seconds, you smell like him, yes.
Wait, can you do one or the other?
It lasts
What do you
for
mean?
an hour.
Can you look like me or can you smell like me?
So he can do disguise self to look like
Yeah.
For an
and then
extended
he can
period
do
of time.
then he can do
Prestidigitate
prestidigitation
for 6
to smell like
seconds.
you for 6 seconds.
No, it says 1 hour.
The prestidigitation?
Yeah, duration 1 hour.
We've had this
Oh yeah,
conversation.
because I remember
Wow.
having to take a bath about your roses.
Yeah.
That was fucked up.
Anyway,
I'm
This
Yeah,
guy
she-
itself is also 1 hour.
Okay.
Is it concentration?
Is prestidigitation concentration?
That'd be fun.
No, it's a cantrip.
There
No,
are
yeah,
concentration cantrips. True Strike is concentration.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I don't think
Nope.
prestidigitation is though, because you can
I'm
have
just
like
curious,
multiple
yeah.
prestidigitations running at the same time, right?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Cool.
No concentration.
anyway.
I mean,
Oh.
it could work. I'm not saying it won't.
Maybe prestidigitation
Whack
can
my
do
fucking
it.
head against it.
For a can, it's an OP cantrip for sure.
It's not a cantrip.
It's a cantrip.
I mean, it doesn't really do anything.
It can't
says,
rip,
like,
but it can
fancy
trip.
Tricks.
Just minor illusion.
No, it actually creates smells and it can like heat things up and make sounds, odors, small marks, symbols.
So how does that make you look like?
Well, I have disguised self as well.
Okay. I mean,
You're suddenly looking at yourself.
dang, you are a very handsome man.
Wow.
Not
All of a
conceited at
sudden,
all.
he does swing that way.
Awesome.
So
Same
humble,
thing.
too.
Well, I think this is all a moot point if we don't find the drakes.
Agreed.
Oh, let's have somewhere with a game plan.
But who wants the 3 doses I've made up? I have 3 little vials.
I'm a little thirsty.
I'll
No, you
take
don't
one.
take these. You just put these on your weapons.
Oh, it's for the. Oh, I see.
Oh,
in
that
that
probably
case,
should go to Locax. I'm not the one.
Been trying to have a conversation. Anyway,
People on the front.
what we were saying. She said there was dried blood. Wouldn't they feed them and bond with them if they kept sneaking in every night?
That is definitely quite possible.
I did not think about that. There could have been much more bonded than I thought.
And how long have they been gone for?
Well, they started disappearing 6 days ago.
but 6 days ago they could have been going voluntarily at that point.
You see me getting physically agitated, like pissed off, like
Oh.
I'm gonna kill
It's starting to sound like corporate sabotage.
Yay! So how long do y'all need to rest? Because I'm getting kind of agitated right now.
8 hours, usually. 6.
Until sunrise, so we can see.
6 plus 2 hours.
6 hours of sleep and 2 hours of downtime.
Ideally.
Proof that D&D is definitely a fantasy game when you get 8 hours of sleep.
I mean, it is interrupted sleep, so
True.
that's
So before I turn in for the night, I'm going to sweeten the pot a little bit. If they are bonded with somebody, I
cheating
would
on
really
you?
hate to lose them. So, in exchange for you taking your time not to kill them, I will give you an extra 200 gold for every drake that survives. If we have to fight them.
Deal.
Give us.
I want
I
them
would
to
counter
survive
deal.
anyway.
If we can save the drakes, can I have one? Would it be an egg or a youngling?
I'm not sure. Two of them are already promised to other nobles. But we might be able to enter into an agreement if you have willing to pay for them. Or severely discounted.
Certainly. I'm sure we'll come to an agreement. I'll do my best to make sure to get all the drakes if we're able to do so.
Deal. But only if we fight them.
I'd rather not. Don't have to harm them. They're innocent creatures.
If it does come to it, we'll do everything we can not to kill them. Definitely.
I would very much appreciate that.
I promise on your behalf, don't make me a liar.
Challenge accepted.
Thank you.
Oh.
I'm glad to hear that.
Oh no. Opposite.
Oh, so you're lying to me, right to my face.
Yes. But I'm honest about it. Double negative.
Why am I here?
He just outsmarted
Excuse me,
you.
I have to go pray.
So you want that? Where you going today?
I picked a new spell. For
Okay.
the ring.
I'm gonna cast create food and water into his ring level 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll take first watch if that's okay.
Wait.
Very well.
Oh.
Because we have to rest.
No, I just like, what the hell happened to the wolves? And then I remembered. Okay.
We left him back in
Oh.
A lot's happened since
at
then.
Port Green.
Including a plague that I didn't get cured from.
Let that go, okay?
They're going through
Right.
training and being house trained. Especially
Anybody
mine.
want to take first watch with me? I can do it alone. I'm okay.
I'll do
I'll
it.
take one.
I'll go.
Yes, everybody wants to-
I'm just gonna fuck myself.
I didn't.
Don't tell us about your
Anyone.
personal
I don't
life.
You go pray.
I don't care either way.
I mean, Pearson was the first one to say he would take
No, I'm okay.
Okay,
anymore.
Peter.
No, it's okay.
Check out dibs.
No, I'm okay.
Yeah, but when you're
No, it's
Someone
too
else
late
will
now. Now
raise
you
his
have to
hand.
stay like with me.
Otherwise,
I'm
it'll
gonna
be
go
weird.
for a run.
Yeah, you gotta do it or
Wow.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
But not because you said so, Tamara.
Alright, you two make perception checks, please.
it'll be weird. We got beef now.
We went from 4-year-olds to 6-year-olds.
9. 9?
Excuse me.
for?
You said perception, yes?
Yes.
14.
14. All right. You guys go through the 2 hours. It seems to be a very peaceful night. Nothing too crazy. With a 14. Towards the end of your watch, you hear off in the distance. You're not entirely sure what it is.
Okay.
It sounds almost like thunder, but it seems off.
Like fake thunder?
Not necessarily fake thunder, but
Like
Like
crashing.
someone's holding sheet metal and
it just, it's a very low,
Tag.
very low booming sound.
Okay.
That just is a little off from being thunder.
Can I sense what direction it's coming from?
With 14, no.
I'm gonna tell Pearson. I hear rumbling, and I'm not hungry.
Is Lokak hungry?
No, I know what it sounds like.
Okay. I'll take an extra close listen, not hear anything, and go, I don't hear anything.
I'm sorry, the whole not hearing anything.
Okay, it's not me, it's real, but
I believe you. I'm getting old. You know how it is.
you think we can trust this new fella? He seems nice.
He seems alright.
Yeah. I like the idea of petting a drake that won't kill me.
Quickly before we run out of time, or we get attacked by a rumbling sound, could
That you
you,
don't hear.
exactly, could you, keep a lid on Lokag tomorrow? Because he all but told me that he not only wants to, but is going to kill the drakes. And that
He's
is...
harmless, really.
I... Okay. Could you keep an eye on him for me?
I will do my best, Kirsten.
Thank you.
I can't control him.
I know
but
you
will
can't
do my
control
best.
him, but I think that he respects you 100% more than he respects the rest of us.
I agree with you on this. I nod. I will.
Thank you. Are we attacked by anything yet?
No.
I'm gonna wake up Lokag and relay a similar message to Pearson. Good night, Pearson.
Good night.
I'm gonna tell Lokag that Pearson's snitching on him.
No, I'm nudging Lokag.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Lokag.
What?
You can't kill these drakes.
What drakes?
You can't kill any drake. Drakes.
Why?
It's not nice. And we're working for.
If they try to eat me, I'm killing you.
If they try to eat me, you can kill.
You can incapacitate them without killing them.
You're asleep.
I haven't gone to bed yet. I didn't wake anybody up to replace me.
So I'm waking up. Lokag. We're both.
Do you want
having
me to
this
do that first so that
Well,
this can be
I
private?
don't-
I'll do it. I'm happy to.
Wait,
I'm trying to say
who
relay
put
what
you
you
up
want
to
me
this?
to. 30. All right, so I'm gonna cast down 30 and massage him.
Who put you up
Calm
to
him
this?
down.
You're just gonna vibrate him?
So,
Calm down.
I'm sorry.
Who put you up to this?
Nobody.
Pam, I'm sorry. Have we decided that I'm asleep?
Can you wake up?
DM
Somebody else
ruling.
taking so long.
Did I go to bed?
I'm just trying.
Also, you can go wake somebody up.
I'll wake up Felix.
Okay, Felix is woken up,
Okay. I'll go to bed so you guys can
Good
do whatever.
night.
and you go to bed. After he goes to bed, that's when you go over and you have this conversation with Lokag.
Hi, Lokag. Let's do our best to not hurt any one of them.
They try to eat me, I'm killing it.
But we're gonna do our best to avoid killing them. Yes?
Sure. They happen to ride off a cliff while I'm trying to ride it.
You're gonna try to ride one too?
Maybe.
How big are these things? Get out of my head. I was like, how big are they? Cause he actually ride on one?
And crush it.
Without crushing, I'm hoping.
These creatures are they're big creatures for sure. They're
Bigger than a horse?
not bigger than a horse, no.
Oh.
No.
I mean,
Kind of sound like the
Not a
Komodo
Clydesdale
dragons.
big.
Like they're big and muscular, but sit low. Like
they're a little bigger than the Komodo dragons. So I would put them
like similar structure, like lowrider, but muscular.
no. So the blue one that you guys saw, most of you guys could ride it.
You know the thing Obi-Wan rode on in episode 3?
It's not quite that big.
Okay.
That would be badass.
I'm trying to use a good reference point.
That's the way you made it sound when you were talking about the gate.
Like a camel? Camels can be ridden.
Careful, they spit.
Uh,
No, I'm thinking of size-wise.
what?
Dear goodness.
I would say height-wise, they're about the size of a pony. Lengthwise,
I'm focusing on what you're saying here.
lengthwise
Sarah Medina
they're
sound like a pony right there.
yeah. Lengthwise they're a little bit longer than a horse.
So he can ride it.
What just happened?
For them.
No, you don't want to know.
Oh gosh.
I don't know what they're laughing
Dude,
at.
I wish. Yeah.
But
Pim, it's longer than a horse.
I thought you were laughing at what Gary said. 'cause
It's
that was-
fine, I'm fine.
Okay. Now, that's cool that you'll be able to ride it.
For
Yeah,
it'd be-
yeah, I will. I get it.
Piss off Drake.
it'd be very difficult. Even for most of you guys, it would be difficult to ride these things.
So look,
They're
I
more
can-
like a very large, very big guard dog, is what they're.
Even my skinny ass
usually
and
for.
her little midget butt.
You guys could potentially ride them.
So look, I could pin it. Good to know.
Again, the big blue one, the big blue one that you guys saw at the farm, Lokeg might be able to, because it is a very large drake. It's much larger than most other drakes. The green one that you guys saw as well that was there, it was much smaller.
But Gary's a little twink.
Like I said, Gardon might be able to. You might be able to. You might be able to. Felix might be able to.
Well, you're a bird too.
Pearson, if it was a bigger one, could probably do it. Aranel probably could as well. Lokeg, it would be very, very difficult for him to ride.
Okay, before I go to sleep,
And
you're stressing
FYI.
me out, Lokag. We need to not do our best to avoid harming any of these animals because we're working for someone.
We'll put you up to this.
It's none of your business. Okay, go sleep. No, I'm going.
Okay, I'll go to sleep.
No, I'm going to sleep.
She's taking second watch.
Okay, I was kidding.
Okay, Felix is up for the second watch. Who else is up for the second watch?
It's
Me.
Lokag.
Okay.
All
Go ahead and make perception
seriously,
checks.
Can we just try?
Sure.
Thank you.
For the record, those of you at home, I know that in the books the guard drakes do say that they do not reproduce. This is a homebrew version of the guard drake. They do reproduce. Just wanted to point that
They
out.
don't reproduce.
Mm-hmm.
What? How do they exist?
In this, they do. This is a
I know,
home.
that's weird.
You're saying outside of this.
Outside of this campaign,
How
guard-
do they reproduce?
Oh, they don't.
Like
they're
mules?
created by ritual.
Okay, gotcha.
Basically, they use parts of dragons to create these things.
Hmm.
That's unfortunate.
Okay, well, I'm saying good night. Good night, Lokag.
Good night.
Dragons, stunning dragons.
Pet her on the head.
All right. What's your perception check?
Oh, sure.
It makes more sense to actually reproduce.
Felix got a 14 on his perception check.
That would be 19.
19. Looking around, you're not really seeing anything. About halfway through your watch, though, you hear a very loud. For you, with a 19, it's a little bit more clear, and you can hear what sounds almost like a roar. You're not really able to tell from which direction. It's very, very low, and it seems to be very far away. But you can almost hear what sounds like a roar.
Have I ever heard anything like this before?
Make a history check.
+2, that's 21.
21. It's not something that you've necessarily heard before. It's an odd sound. It seems almost like it's muffled, but yet it seems to be echoing in a way that is very weird. You're not sure where it could be coming from or what could be causing it.
Huh. Okay.
And it's only with your high perception check that you were able to discern that.
Okay. So a weird echoing roar. Muffled. Weird sounding. Gotcha. Who's up with me?
Felix.
I tell Felix.
That's odd. I didn't hear anything.
Can't tell where it's coming from. Do I at least know kind of a direction, or does it
No.
just sound all around?
It seems to be. It's like hearing thunder, but you're not sure where the thunder's coming from.
Okay. So, alright, so at this point, I'll just stand towards the darkness outside the light of the fire.
Okay.
Use pebbles.
Okay. 2 hours go by without any instance. Who do you wake up? Aranel begins to stir and sit up.
So,
Medina?
yeah, Medina.
All right. Medina, go ahead and make a perception check.
I was going to ask, did Medina already set out? That was last
Yeah,
sleep.
that was last.
10. Aranel didn't do so good either with 14.
I tell Medina too.
About
hear-
the sound?
Yeah, weird sound. It sounds muffled, but it's like a roar. And it echoes.
Okay. So, as you
Kind of like that.
begin your watch, you and Aranel seem to be slightly distracted as you guys continue to watch the fire, but kind of keep glancing at each other. Yeah, nothing really seems to happen in your 2 hours, but you're not able to really. You keep wanting to try and listen for any sound that might be coming up, but you're too distracted to pay attention, something like that. But your 2 hours go by, no instances. Who are you waking up?
I suppose I could wake up Gary.
All right. Yay! You're done. You are up with Aranel. Go ahead and make a perception check.
That was a close, really shitty one. Perception 19.
19.
Go from 3 to 17.
Very nice. Aranel had a dirty 20. So, as you guys are keeping watch, about hour and 30 minutes go by, and suddenly you hear a similar sound to what Lokek heard. Sounds like a
So
very...
we're all like reporting to each other. Hey, wake up, I heard some shit.
Yeah. This time Aranel hears it as well. And you both glance at each other, both of you with the same confused look. Did you hear that too?
Yeah, what the hell was that?
I don't know.
Can you tell what direction it came from?
I can't.
Can you try talking, do that thing with the animals that you do?
I can try.
Birds might be able to explain what that was.
Or squirrel chase.
Yeah.
They're asleep.
I mean, squirrels are really helpful.
Squeak, 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 squeaker. Did you eat the acorn? Squeaky, squeak, squeaker. You owe me a new acorn.
FYI, that was an Aladdin reference.
So, you see her kind of walk up to... She tries to find some of the animals, and as she does, she keeps trying to find one that would talk to her, but every time she gets close, they seem very jumpy, and they seem to take off before she has any chance to communicate with them or talk to them. And it's not really seeming to be working right now.
Isn't that convenient?
They're jumpy.
So convenient.
Okay. Has anybody here been hunting before?
Me?
So,
I would have been.
after hunting has been going on for a while, you guys know the animals are a lot more jumpy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been hunting?
Yeah.
So what he's saying is somebody's been hunting.
Somebody's been on the.
Somewhat of a point I'm trying to get across, yes. Gee, 6 guard drakes that have to be fed with fresh meat.
I bet Bibbles is coming back. He's dwindling.
Anyway.
This is about the end of the little rotation, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go to Ricardo, and I'm gonna wake him up. And,
What?
Ricardo, are you familiar with this area at all? Like the
Vaguely.
landscape and anything that's... Is there caves nearby?
there are some mountains or hills to the north of us.
And we pull out this map. Is there anything on this map that really stands out?
You mean like the big fucking hole in the middle of it?
Was it that obvious?
So subtle.
We keep hearing this noise all throughout the night. Kind of is like muffled echo.
You guys are currently
It's a Tarrasque, and that's its
about
asshole.
right here.
Okay.
The terrace hole.
Yeah.
I mean, in these woods,
Jurassic asshole.
there's some rolling hills that might have some crevices that could be cave. People might loosely consider caves. But
Loosely.
far north of us, there's a giant hole, lake. I don't know what that is.
It's a hole.
There's a giant hole,
Is it a mine?
You don't know.
It's a Tarrasque.
Well, would he know? He lives
but
around
that's
here.
miles away from us right now.
Is it miles away from us right
It
now?
is miles away from you right now.
I mean, that's just more than one. So
Okay. Again, miles away, that's pretty far away for an echo to reach us.
it's true. We should probably.
Well,
get
there are
some
some.
It's just a
there's some-
Tarrasque farting. Like, I don't know what's so difficult to believe.
Well, tomorrow we can try looking at some of the crags and crevices that I know are around here. They're in a little wash area that regularly gets rainfall and, you know, creates channels that could be turned into caves that animals would take shelter in. So we can explore that. But
I guess in the meantime, do we want to like do some hunting? I mean, I guess the animals are used to the hunting right now, anyways.
Well, you
Are we
almost
all
got-
awake now?
You almost got crushed by creative food, I think.
Around this time, yes, all of you guys are waking
Oh, yeah,
up.
that's true. When we do
Yawn.
hunting. Maybe not quite yet. I guess just keep tracking the footsteps.
Jason, can I do morning sword drills, please?
Hmm?
Can I do my sword drills in the morning?
Sure.
I'm not doing sparring. I'm staying
Thank you.
fresh.
14.
You're packed into your actual weapons. Yeah. Good call.
14.
14. All right. You have a good morning workout. Not as strong as you have done in the past, but you're
That's
definitely doing really well. All right. So you all wake up the next morning, refreshed, and begin to set out on your journey, continuing to follow the tracks.
Dirty 20.
On your survival?
Fine.
I assume that's what you rolled for. So, you continue to follow, and that's where we're going to go and take a real quick break. We're going to take a real quick break. We will be back shortly, and we will continue on with the story and see where this leads us. But we'll be right back.
I'm fighting for your drinks.
thank you, I appreciate it. They are the love of my life. They're like family. Hey.
Hello! Welcome back.
Jason, sorry you have to put up with it.
As you should be.
It's a blessing and a curse.
That's what my mom says.
Oh, I know, help that.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and jump right back into it. So, you all wake up and you begin following the tracks again with a dirty 20. It's submissive and
I like it dirty.
So, you guys begin to follow the tracks once again. It continues to lead you northeast, and you make your way over the next couple of hours, following the tracks until you start to reach more of a rocky terrain. As you continue to move forward, you see that there are mountains that seem to be leading up, and
You got that map?
Are these the hills and crevices that Ricardo was talking about?
no.
Keeping my eyes bless you.
Excuse me.
Keeping my eyes peeled for crevices.
You guys have made your way to about right here, where
So
you
it's
find,
sniffing distance.
huh?
Or it's sniffing distance
Sniffing distance.
for the whole.
From the Tarrasque hole.
Oh yes, yes.
You love us.
It's a very foul smell in the air.
Yeah, it is.
But
Gamey.
as you guys have been moving, first Aranel noticed the sounds of the small roar that some of you heard the night before. As you guys continue to move forward, it seems to be getting. It's not a regular thing. It's not like it's a on the clock type thing, but it just happens every once
So it's
in a while.
not rhythmic.
Exactly. But she does start to hear it.
Just making room.
She does start to hear it a little bit more clearly. As time goes on, who else has the next? Who has 14 on their passive perception?
I have
15.
15? Anybody with 15 and 14, you guys start to hear the sounds. And then as we get closer, those of you who have 12 or higher, you guys begin to hear. And 10 or higher. You can all begin to hear this as you guys continue to move closer and closer.
Such great timing.
Yeah.
I hear a sound.
Yep, there's a sound.
Hey now, what's that sound?
Oh gosh. But you guys continue to move forward. And you get to the rocks that are beginning to appear, and you're starting to lose track of where the footprints are, as this is much harder terrain and it's harder to see where they might be going. What do you guys wish to do as you begin to lose the tracks?
Keep heading in the general direction.
We can't locate creature.
We cannot.
Are we still like hearing it? Is it like intermittent? Is it?
It's very intermittent. It's not like it's a constant thing or on like a schedule or anything. It's every once in a while you'll hear like a.
I apologize if you said this already, but like, are we close enough, or is it loud enough now that we can like tell roughly what direction it's coming from?
Does
Passive
this sound
perception
familiar
10 and
to
up,
Ricardo?
You know.
Say that again.
Ricardo, does this seem familiar to you, like the Drakes?
Does it?
No, this is definitely not the Drakes.
No, this is some other creature, honestly.
To answer your question, Stephen, I would say at this point, yeah. As you guys get to the rocks, it's starting to become a little bit more clear that you guys are actually moving in the direction of where the sounds are coming from. And you can tell that as you've been getting closer and closer, it has been getting a little more clear, a little more louder, and you guys can now tell you guys are moving in that direction.
And these are the same footsteps from the Drake farm.
Correct.
Wait, so these aren't the Drakes?
The sounds we're hearing? No.
We should go somewhere else.
Does it sound like it's coming from the direction we're walking?
Yes.
But the direction right here.
And these tracks look familiar to the ones that were at your farm. So if
Right.
Do these
Convince me.
sounds seem familiar?
So,
Let's
I got a
fight
question. That thunder noise that we heard last night, was that the roar?
Yep.
Okay.
Does this sound seem familiar to anybody?
it's similar to what I heard last
Jace,
night.
does this sound seem familiar to anybody? Or to me specifically?
Any of us need to do specific history checks?
I don't think I wouldn't have any know this.
No, it does not sound super familiar to any of you. You can make, if somebody wants to make a history check or.
You had to
I
think
would love-
awfully long about that,
But
so
last
I'm wondering
night,
if it's
though,
that.
I had to stop and think of like your guys' backstories and stuff like that, and if this
Going
creature
doesn't count.
or thing that you guys might be encountering is
Would it
so
overlapping with them?
You did
Correct.
one
And it
better.
does not.
It does
That we
One
know
better,
that.
one better,
Correct.
so. History, Jace?
3.
Nice.
That's a 5.
You have no idea.
Minus
Negative
2.
3.
Check me out.
For all you know, this could be a Tarrasque fart.
But
I
from last
really hope
night,
it's
it's
not.
just the same sound.
As you have been moving closer, the sounds that you heard last night have become a little more clear, and you can tell these are the same sounds, but now much more clear and much more.
About 8.
It is a Tarrasque fart, 100%.
If it is a
You
Tarrasque
did,
fart, that's good news because it means
more
the
than
Tarrasque is
2
facing
times
away
better.
from us.
Oh, I hope not.
Extra dragon.
My poor babies.
I feel bad for asking so many questions just in this one spot.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, are we close enough? Do I hear anything like moving around? Is there any like gravel or rubble shift?
Make a perception check.
I think at this point,
Natural.
you should sneak up.
Move fast in this direction.
He doesn't see grass.
Sneak up in the direction.
13.
13. Unfortunately, you can't hear anything other than
So
the
approach
sound of
caution.
like what sounds like a roar.
If it's not the
And
drakes, it
it's
could be
kind of an
Right.
echoing roar.
It seems like it's
Okay,
bigger.
I got it.
And
The sound, how far away does it seem like the sound is over the hole?
Trying to think of a really funny thing to say about it.
you already said it.
Josh, you're just
How far
having
away
a
from the
lot of.
hole am I?
You're not entirely sure where the hole is.
What?
So what was the question? I'm sorry.
Given the sound of the noise and growling, whatever it is, does it seem like it's close by or is it a little bit of a distance? Like travel time?
Make a perception check.
Ooh, 20.
20.
What perception? Put that in character. I was looking up other things.
Wait, was it natural 20?
Perception, yep, 22.
Nice. So, with a 22, you definitely know you've gotten a lot closer. So in a sense, it's a little bit further away, and now that you've gotten to the cliff edge, or at least the part of the area where it starts to lead up into these mountains, you get the sense that it's definitely, the sound is coming from above you, and that's why it seems like it's echoing very well across the area.
Okay.
Above.
I'm gonna hold off on that move I got from Aerodome.
Okay.
And I want us to get closer before I activate it.
So, you said it's rocky terrain. Are big rocks to hide behind, or
Yeah. As you
Okay.
look around, there's definitely some areas where you guys can hide. Some really good areas that would give you guys some good cover.
okay?
Put my hood up and make it much harder to see me.
All right.
I wanna go stealthy.
Like Skyrim. Okay, just goes,
You mean like yours with that cloak? You can't see me.
make a perception check at disadvantage to see me right now. Exactly. The chances of failing are.
Standing right next to you.
Ooh.
15 and 12.
Hey, what's that
I got
sound?
a 10.
Sound must
Plus
have been
3.
All right, I gotta make a stealth check with advantage.
15. Beat a 15. Low.
Wait, if you're making a stealth check with advantage
You had
and we're at
12 plus whatever your
disadvantage,
stealth-
Oh
does
wait,
that
no, it's only 1 because I wear heavy armor. Yeah, you see me.
Do I?
Sure, probably.
All
I know
right.
where you were a second ago.
We can see you.
All right.
Oh
So
shit!
you guys continue to move forward.
Slowly,
Creepy.
quietly.
All right. You guys begin to stealth forward. I need the whole team to make stealth checks.
Damn it.
Oh, well, then if we're doing that now, then I'm gonna
No.
activate the pass without a trace.
Okay.
That would
So
help, yeah.
you all get a plus 10 to your stealth check.
Oh,
Did so
no.
well. Holy
15.
shit.
14.
Gosh.
Wait, plus 10.
Uh,
Okay, no wait.
So 28 for
21.
15, right? Because you said plus 2, right?
Plus
You
10.
get plus 10.
Plus
Oh.
10
And then plus
plus
your
your stealth bonus.
Oh,
So whatever your
Special
stealth
roll.
bonus.
23.
Nice.
I do not know what my stealth is, but I got a 16.
You
Based-
rolled a 16?
Yeah, I rolled the 6.
So it's
So
your
20.
dex plus.
I 10 plus 6 is what I got.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know what my modifier is, so.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. And then you add 10 to that, so that's 26.
Dirty 30.
28.
Dirty
21.
31.
All right. So, with the added scores from Aranel and Felix, you guys easily begin to manipulate your way through this rocky terrain, making your way up the steep mountainside, and eventually you guys start to see winged creatures flying above you. As you get closer, you recognize these to be Aarakocra.
The fuck?
They seem to be patrolling, keeping an eye out for something.
Damn your face.
I know them.
Do they look like friends?
Wait, you know them?
I know what our Cobra are.
Oh, shit.
Oh no, it's the Freedom Flyers.
There's only about 5 or 6 that seem to be patrolling
But they're
above
not
you
the
guys,
ones that are making that roaring
but
sound.
they do not seem to be the ones that are making that roaring sound.
Are they
As to
talking?
whether they
I know
look
they're
friendly,
looking.
it's kind of hard to tell. They look like they have bows, and they are patrolling around the skies in this area.
They'd be nice to me, though.
Why?
Are you sure?
Birds of a feather.
Oh, it really does just work like that?
Yeah, it really does.
Wow.
It's just,
It
she gets
does.
passed.
Yeah,
DM?
handshakes and everything.
Wait, you mean for real?
You can certainly try.
I'm not, though.
Alan,
Hello, fellow kids.
All right. And with their perception check, they do not seem to notice you as you guys continue to stealth, moving through each of the different crevices, making your way towards the sounds that seem to be. As you guys get to the top of this plateau, you guys can see off in the distance a very large opening.
How many Aarakocra is there?
There's about 6 of them flying around.
What the fuck is that Aarakocra?
The bird people.
What's wrong with you? We've had this conversation.
We have?
They're like eagle
They're
people.
more like eagles or
Look.
falcons than like an owl.
Ah,
Or something.
but they're people?
They're people.
Or they're riding them?
Humanoid.
No, they're people.
They're humanoid.
They're like
It's like
dudes.
her,
Those are
like
dudes.
Kelsey,
Yeah.
but eagle. 7L.
Here, I can show you what an Aarakocra looks like.
We've had this in real life, too.
You remember Jonathan?
Oh.
I forgot about Jonathan. That's on me.
That is such a good movie.
Justice for Jonathan.
Okay.
Not the other.
Yeah, not this one
Not
over
Just
here.
like that.
Tentacles.
With wings and stuff.
Tentacles with wings, that's a nightmare.
Is it?
Dang pigeons.
For me.
All right.
You can't just yell pigeons at them. That's
Extremely
that's gonna
offensive.
piss them off.
Extremely offensive.
They keep crapping in my yard.
That's some little crabs. Get the show off for that one.
That's a real issue you got there. That's totally different.
Damn it.
But you guys begin to
Flying
stealth
in.
forward. And
Pull the
as you
trousers
begin to
off.
get a little bit closer to the.
What? Just died.
I wish. Hold on 1 second.
The
I
fuck?
realized we didn't have any music.
Is
Oh,
that
no.
what Aarakocra sound like?
Yes.
Just screaming eagles.
I've never used that one.
Want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
No.
I was just thinking, you know what Aarakocra's favorite genre of music is? Rah!
Nice.
Did you know there's a subset of Aarakocra that are based like on bald eagles? They're called Americocras.
Nice.
Well done.
Wow.
Well done. You're good.
Incredible.
Every action is a free action.
Yep.
So they're good.
Sorry. I'm getting the music.
Kill the vibe.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to get some good music.
He's trying to set the vibe.
I already know why he's turning the speaker on.
For music.
He's preparing for certain music.
Yeah, well, of
It's
course
called
he is.
boss music.
Oh, I was hoping it was going to be like one of those chipper shopping.
I bet it's
day
the
kind
Who.
Cause I'm happy. Thank you.
Could be the Birds.
Oh.
Is it? Oh, this is not Bob O'Reilly, bro.
But
This is creeping music. Still.
you guys are continuing to move forward. As you do, you can see closer to this pit. There are actually a few buildings, and you can see there are a couple of cages and other things like that. As you get closer, you can see that one of the cages seems a little bit more recently built. And inside, you see a couple of drakes. You can see there's one blue one, a little bit smaller than the one you guys saw. And Shelly. You see two red ones.
Okay, that's Ferris and Rojo.
Is there Bueller in it too?
What?
Bueller?
Bueller. Bentley.
You see one white one, one
Audi.
one green one, and one black one.
Charger and Porsche.
So they tranked the flume here.
That's very good.
I don't know if Eric Coker can just pick up a drake and fly them over.
Too good.
Are you?
Are they gonna grip them through? Sorry, it's not a matter of where he grips them.
Isn't it? Though?
Well,
But you guys continue to slowly move forward using the stone pillars that are naturally formed here to move and shift and get closer. As you do, you start seeing figures that are moving around the massive hole. And it's about this time you guys suddenly hear coming from the hole itself, and it is a massive roaring sound. And you can also now hear the sound of like rocks crushing and being moved down below. You get the sense that a massive creature is down there.
did that roar sound familiar? You kind of sound like a giant.
It was my roar is not very good. My throat's not quite good enough for it, but it is not giant.
Oh, okay.
It definitely sounded a little bit more,
Bestial?
yeah, a little more bestial. There are my drakes right there. You can see a couple more cages off to the side, and they seem to have multiple different animals in them. You see deer, elk, you see some cows, very large prey.
Any drakes?
There are no drakes in that. Just the 6 drakes that I described. But
We've heard him say that they're all that he knows recognize them, right?
Yes.
Okay. You already okay.
you get the sense that if you guys were to continue to move,
Is there any guards?
There's definitely there are people moving around.
Are they humans?
They seem to be humanoid.
How many that we see?
Make a perception check.
There's a lot of humans
do it
for
as well?
this area of the Jerusalem Empire, isn't there?
Can I do it as well?
Said
I said humanoid. Doesn't
Sloppy
matter.
It
20.
means they walk on 2 legs.
What was that?
Sloppy 20.
Stop 20.
You can probably get even better.
You count out probably around 20 to 30.
Damn.
which one of your group is the thief?
If you all look at me, I'm
That's
I mean, not really, honestly, but sure, whatever.
Wait,
Who's the
can-
most stealthy?
Can somebody make themselves invisible?
I'm not. I'm not.
I mean,
Burglar.
we don't
A burglar.
Burglar.
Oh, a
currently
burglar.
Yes.
employ a burglar.
The Whopper.
I can disguise myself to look like one of the guards. But if I look like them, they're obviously going to recognize.
How far away am I from the cages with the drakes in them?
So, you guys are still probably about 100 yards away. Meaning that's why I haven't given descriptive details of all the guards yet. It's kind of hard to tell from this far away. But you can see houses, a couple of different fences, and a few other things that are around that just. Hold on, sorry.
So investigate closest house.
You guys see some very large buildings. They're not homes by any means, but they're of a similar make to what Ricardo's hatchery was.
Bless you.
3's too many.
I know you only get 3.
2 is like great.
It's almost 3.
3's a
But
lot.
they seem to be on a larger scale than Ricardo's.
Well,
So, like, they were made from the same blueprint?
Same stone.
Not necessarily same blueprint, but you get the sense that they have a similar
Design.
design.
Similar enough that we could reasonably suspect his ex-employee?
Potentially.
Does Ricardo have ex-employees?
The one guy.
Han.
Oh.
Hans.
Yeah.
Hans with an
Bad
S.
blood.
Hans Gruber.
By like 1 second.
Well, I asked earlier, but I didn't
See,
say it
Mad
like
Love.
loud enough for anyone to
We
hear.
need some rentals.
Where's Chips?
So we need to get closer, so let's go to the closest building.
I stole them.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
you
I
can-
don't think
yeah,
I've
return them.
Don't worry about it.
Sure.
Where are you going?
Are we in cover right now? Like,
Yes, you are currently in cover.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
say if there's an opening with the guards not paying attention, let's get to the closest building.
Okay, hang on. Before we do this plan, I just want to point out I do
Wait.
have an invisibility spell I can use.
Oh, that's
So do I.
good to know.
Yeah, I could just run over there. I don't know what kind of lock they have on that gate though. I don't know if I can unlock it.
I mean, Gary could probably explode it.
How big is the lock?
From
Just
100 yards, you
blasting.
cannot tell.
Just start blasting.
I could.
Are you also level 6?
Yep.
What level are you casting that invisibility at?
It's level 2, so I guess level 2 on myself.
Oh, okay. I can cast as well at a 3rd level, and that's me plus one other person.
So
Yeah.
we
Close
could get
enough, I
3
can
people
unlock
up
it with
there.
thaumaturgy.
If you can, well, so
So I
thaumaturgy
should probably
unlocks
go
locks?
It sure
2
does.
because they know me and they might recognize me.
Cause an
And
unlocked
if you can
door.
pick the lock,
Oh,
you can
if
get
it's
them out real
unlocked,
fast.
then it can open.
Well,
it
I don't
doesn't
have one.
unlock
My bad.
things.
Oh, you don't have a lockpick?
I tried to buy a lockpick, but no one wanted to sell it to me for weird reasons.
It's true. If it's not locked, we can unlock it from. or
You
we
tried
can unlock
once
it
at
from
a
30
very
feet.
well-established business.
So no lockpick. So break is the other option.
Oh my
Probably.
We
god.
should time it with a roll.
Can you
You'll
just
stop
make
crying now.
Locag invisible and have him smash shit up?
I've
No, but
It ends when you attack.
Well, what if he's
Oh.
not attacking? What if he's just breaking shit, like
Wait,
inanimate objects?
does,
Is that
yeah,
still an attack?
that's
Does
still
strength
attack.
count as an
That
attack?
might catch the attention of 20 to 30 guards that are walking around.
Well, not if he's a ghost.
Jason thoughts.
Okay, so what was the original question?
So the,
It changed a lot.
I said, does strength, like trying to force open a door, count
Doing
as
an
an attack?
action, which includes opening a door and stuff
Okay.
like that, would definitely try to break open a door. Opening a door, I would say no, but
So-
trying to break down a door, yeah.
Essentially, walking out in the open and trying to take a piss, it's action.
Any attack or casting a
Is
Walking out and
taking
taking
a
a piss,
piss
you'd be
in
fine.
action?
They just suddenly see a wet spot on the ground and
Would they see wet spot or would they
If
see
you
the
do
stream?
any sort of
What's it
attack or
loses
spell,
money?
I wouldn't say they'd see the stream. They would see the wet because the urine was also cast invisibility on as well because it was in his body at the time.
Well, would the wetness then?
Wait, that leads to deeper questions. So, so after it's cast, I
Anyways,
drink something,
back
I see
into the game.
liquid in my stomach.
Steven.
How heavily armored are the rest of the humans?
So they're not humans.
Oh, I thought
I
you said
said
humanoid.
They're humanoid.
My bad.
Yeah.
I don't care anymore.
They're doing the same thing to me.
Oops.
So it's like a mixed race.
If you guys want to do a deeper investigation on this, make a
No, I just
perception
figured we
check.
could tell the difference between like Paragon and like Leonids and whatever.
To a certain extent, yeah, but you guys are again, you're 100 yards away. If you want to make a perception check to see what kind of race this is, you certainly can.
I will.
So nobody got magic or anything that can open up doors.
If it's unlocked,
Look at
you
me,
know.
I have no idea what people have.
That's why I asked this out loud.
We're missing the two
God, I
classes
hope
that
so.
unlock doors. In the party, like
Wizard and
wizard and rogue. We're just shit out of luck, unfortunately.
That's what makes us so charming, though.
Is that close?
We've got to
We
think
wanna have
outside the
tank.
box over here. Just break shit. Hold up.
Well, Ricardo, I definitely like your idea, but I think we need to get closer. Okay. At least investigate what's inside his building so we don't have any additional surprises.
By the way, the pass out of trace has now
22.
For 1 hour?
Mm-hmm.
That's a whole hour?
It's sitting here for an hour.
You guys were all the way over here.
We did walk
You've
for
made
a
your
long
way
way.
all the way over to here. It's been a long. You guys
That's
have been
valid.
hiking up, getting up to the top of this thing, and
19 plus 3 is 22.
Okay.
for perception.
Yes.
Okay. So as you look,
You should probably cast Pass Without Trace.
as you look ahead to all the figures that are moving around, they seem to be very large figures. They seem to be around Lokeg's height. And as you look at them, you can see they have horns coming out of their heads. This is a troop of minotaurs.
Fuck. Tiny?
You don't see tiny amongst them,
Okay, good.
Aw, he got a job. He's like,
but you do see that there are a very large portion of this group is minotaurs.
hey guys, they're minotaurs. Oh no.
Yeah, that could get really bad.
There are a couple that are smaller, and with 22, you would see there is also Tabaxi. There is also a. Where's it at?
Building catnip for Tabaxis?
You also see a Kenku.
Yeah, what's a Kenku?
It's the
like a raven
crow
person.
type raven thing.
We talked about this before.
With no wings.
And you can see that there is 2 dragonborn.
I communicate what I see.
One of them is silver scales. The other one is green scales.
I was literally just about to ask. Appreciate it.
I communicate what you just said to my party. So it's not going to be in and out type of thing. Any ideas?
This is
Definitely
getting more
not
expensive than
fight these
1,000
guys.
gold.
I don't think we should fight either.
What if Aranel casts that spell and then we all roll really well?
Downhill.
I guess we have 2 options. We either A, sneak over there, open the Drake's cage, run and then run like heck, you know? Or we have to stay and fight.
Can we
What about our
cause a
tent?
distraction?
I could cause a distraction.
What about our
Right,
tent?
like I know
Tent.
we've got thaumaturgy.
I forget who cast it, but somebody has like a dome.
That was him and
That was me in the other campaign.
We don't have that?
Nope. You do not have Luminous
That was also Dorothy.
But both
That was the other one.
Telesting and I can cast thaumaturgy and make like really loud noises and stuff. I can cast darkness if I warn you in a different area so you don't get scared. No offense.
So I don't have to
well-
lay down on the ground?
Guys, I do actually have an idea. If I do sneak in while he's releasing the dragons, I go invisible, I get their attention, I can transport myself 90 feet while also doing damage to them. Give me a bit of a head start.
So if we all work together,
As
we
like
do like
an
ominous
escape plan?
whispers, You're invisible.
We don't have ominous whispers. Well, you might. I
Oh,
don't.
I do.
Or
I got thaumaturgy and
we open the
darkness.
cage and run like the devil's after us,
Right.
We'll just keep
and we
chasing.
run into a trap and have them run into a trap. You all set up and you're ready to hit them with everything you have.
Yeah.
But do we need the distraction? Because I think we should do that.
I mean, I
That's still
love
a
the
lot of
idea of
That's
a
a
distraction.
lot of different types of people we're fighting all at the same time.
no,
20 to
but
30
it's
is
best
a
to
lot.
distract them.
Okay. Do we have anything that can do massive damage to large groups?
I got
And
fireball.
like this? You have fireball?
Yeah.
That is quite useful.
I can hit things with this stick.
I can smite him with my axe. But
What
Two
about
at a
you,
time.
Telsin?
Nothing? Oh, I can. I can do that.
Wait, can you move this? Are the guardians around you, or can you put them somewhere
They're centered
else?
around Telsin.
Centered.
So,
Okay.
if you have a massive moving
You
object
don't want you getting hit.
on the back,
Oh, she's attached to you?
how do you think the demon died?
I mean,
It's a bad time.
Which time?
The one in the basement. She was riding on my back. I jumped next to him and he died instantly
I
from
have
the
your
angels.
guardians surrounding me.
It's pretty good.
That was really cool.
and Aranel,
That
what
was
she
like a
has
touchdown.
thunder damage?
Yes. She do those lightning
angle.
bolts, right?
Oh, she can create the little vine, the little
Spike
spiky
growth
things
or
on the
whatever,
ground.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was god.
But it's
that
not
was
like I
fun.
can't keep calling him, brother.
It did
That
cause
was
some
amazing.
damage.
What? Guys, I do have an idea. Aranel.
Oh, I'm like,
Clearly.
What is
Oh,
it?
I knew exactly who that was.
who are you?
Aranel's
Wasn't
been so
Felix.
quiet today.
Random hobbit disappears. What the fuck?
Know your place.
Precious as I have an idea.
Kick it in the jaw, whatever.
Insight check.
Um,
Instant insight check.
no, I could transform into a deer or something. Go out there, let them capture me, put me in that cage, and then I can let the animals loose from inside, which would cause quite a distraction.
You don't think the drakes would want to eat you?
I hate that idea.
Well, we haven't released the drakes yet.
They said put you in the cage.
There's other animals in
There's
the
another
other
cage
cage.
that has
Oh, the other
animals.
cage. Okay.
Wait, I got a question. So that cage that has the other animals is further in, right?
It's a little further away, yes.
So then their backs would be to us.
Interesting.
So let all the animals out of the animal cage distract as the distraction while a couple other another team goes and lets out the drakes,
So
and then we
invisible-
all just cause chaos and run.
So invisible team go. Rest of us set a trap. You go forward.
Yeah, mop up the followers.
I hate this idea.
If you can cast your invisibility to make you and Aranel invisible.
Well, if
Oh,
Aranel's
wait,
gonna
Aranel's
be
never
bait,
mind, I forgot.
Deer, invisible because
Oh, I
he
got it.
smells.
There.
Invisible go with him.
Felix steps forward. You can make me invisible, and I can fly up with the Arakokra and keep their attention once all the craziness starts.
Can you,
You just did it to it.
realistically, can you fly away from those guys?
I mean, if you're nerf, you're not
they
nerf.
have bows.
No.
But I can keep their attention while you guys do all that, and then we can work together to take care of them. Because can we really get away from them, period?
You just go there and start slapping them back in the head or something.
I can't do anything to affect something in the air. I don't know about the rest of you.
Kind of.
Some of you cast spells and throw things.
I throw things.
I have 2 daggers that I can throw.
This is also my concern. We want to
Being
run
not
away,
engaged.
but they have Arakokra who can literally just keep shooting us if we keep trying to run away.
Is there a mountain?
Or a net.
Or is it just a hole?
So you guys are up on like a slight plateau.
But there's nothing to go up?
No.
Aranel, if you release the animals, would you be able to do that lightning spell? Would that hit a bunch of Aarakocra in the air?
Call lightning?
Sure.
Yes.
I like this plan. I love it.
How do we feel about that
I
as
think it's
an
a good
idea
idea.
for the flying assholes?
But I'm going to be over by the animals by myself. If I do call lightning, and they all come and attack me, I can't hold them off.
That's a
I don't like
very
that
good
idea.
point. I don't like that idea.
Well, we
If I
can
were
use
to
that as a
sneak up-
bonus after you get out.
I like
Well,
your idea of going in and being
If
bait.
you can make
kind
me
of.
invisible, I'll go with her
I mean,
invisibly.
I can only cast it once at a time. I mean, I can cast it at a higher tier. I can cast it on someone else.
Wait, so if you create a
Invisibility is on
correction
yourself.
distraction,
Then I have the
And
ability to
one
pick
other
one
person,
other
yeah.
person.
So yeah, I could
So
cast
that
it at
would
third
give
level as
you-
well. I can do another person as well.
can you actually
Okay, so that would
do?
be a team of 4 invisibles.
Can you actually do anything with lockpicking or opening a door?
No.
So
I mean, there are ways to open the lockpick without the lockpicking tools.
Like
It's just
force.
going to be a little bit higher DC. Like if you want to use a dagger or something like that, you still can try to lockpick. It will just be a higher DC because you don't have the proper tools.
Eldritch Blast
but that's
is-
an action though.
Lockpicking
Eldritch
is
Blast
is meant to be like a stealthy thing. I would say with invisibility, there's certain things you can do with invisibility and there's certain things you can't. So if you're trying to break down a door, yeah, that's going to drop down your
I
invisibility.
say
But
break.
if you're
actually.
being stealthy while invisible,
I would say
engaging in a stealthy action.
Yeah.
Attacks and spells cancel invisibility. So
Because
attacks.
usually those also have like verbal and somatic components. So
yes.
Like,
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. So trying to break down a door, I would say that counts as an
Okay,
action
attacking the
to
door.
attack.
Would you? What if I tried to like? I guess I'd have to like try. I'm thinking about like if we can pry the hinges, like the pins,
Oh.
out of the hinges of the door. They're probably on the inside of the door.
You don't know.
Well, if you're invisible, they can't see you prying it, so they're not gonna bite.
It would be noisy.
How?
Pins and doors? Like even like these house doors, you
You
gotta
don't
take
hammer
something with a
it, you
hammer
just-
and like ting, ting,
No, you
feel
just
those
grab
things
the
out.
nail on the head and you twist the blade up, pull. It's a pin.
Because that just works every time.
Ask my son, 5-year-old. He figured.
I know.
out how
I'm
to
not
do
saying
it.
that it can't be done. It definitely can be done, but it just not every time does that happen.
All right. So do we want to do 4 invisible person,
Well, we
dear
can do
lady,
4, we can do 3.
and
well, he
We
said
do
he
3.
can cast it at 3rd level also.
My name is
Yeah, you do third?
Eridel.
Oh,
Eridel.
okay.
Okay. I like that idea of using all those at once. That way we
Okay.
can at least
So
do
distraction,
something.
invisibility.
Yeah, we can.
and
I
then
can
the
make
rest,
it distract.
the rest of you,
Trap?
You know,
Or
trap.
just like attack
We would run
mode?
back.
Whoa,
And
okay,
large
so we're doing
or-
4 people invisible. That's me, you, and who else? And
Okay.
you. Okay, now
Well, there you go. Because then she could also do a distraction with her smoke.
Thaumaturgy? Or darkness?
So if something does happen, smoke, everybody can't see.
But everybody can't see.
The only reason that I suggest that I
you
become
cast
invisible
darkness
is,
too, right?
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
is that I can
Felix.
help protect Arena. Probably a little better. Than
Okay, so
others.
you,
Well, I
you,
can
and
possibly
you. So
transport
you get on
Aeronel
my back.
out of there.
Felix steps forward and says, "I can be invisible up in the sky."
Oh yeah, it's dark up there. That's true.
Is it
Yep.
dark already?
And I do have Thunder Step.
No,
already
but
set
if
off
someone
that
casts
side.
invisibility on me, I can be invisible up in the sky.
Okay,
And
so
that'd be
she'd
the 4th, right?
Be the 4th.
That's 4.
Okay.
And I will be on Locat's back now.
All right.
But if I
So-
go to transport her, I'm making noise. And then we will
But
not be
if you-
invisible anymore.
But if
Okay.
you're teleporting out when you become visible, does that give them time enough to attack? Or
So-
are you gone by then?
How far?
Well, it'll be a thunder attack damage. I will no longer be invisible, but her and I can get out and move 90 feet.
so
Okay,
But then
Okay.
they will see us.
you're going in as a distraction with the
90
animals.
feet's a good head start.
You are
Except for
going
those.
invisible. You're going invisible. You're going invisible. Who's
I'm
the
not
fourth?
going invisible.
You're not going.
I guess not.
But I don't
I thought you were gonna
necessarily
be
need
backup
to use
for
thunder
Arno.
step. That's just
Apparently he's taking care of it.
So you're backup for
They're,
Arnold.
they're talking about it. It hasn't
Okay.
been decided.
so I can
There's
go
two
invisible,
options for
Who's the
backup
fourth?
for Arena.
and I can be a backup for
Felix.
Aeronel if I need
Felix.
to
Oh, that's
her
right,
to get her.
Felix.
Like,
I keep forgetting. Felix not here.
like they go grab her as like a deer,
Right,
Well, I'm
put
gonna
her in.
grab
She
her and
unlocks
get
the place,
fuck
you
out.
grab her and get out.
But now we're exposed, but she's safe.
But you're exposed
But
90
we'll
feet
be
away.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we should.
How big is your black circle hole?
15-foot radius.
How far can you cast
How
it?
big is
60
the
feet.
hallway of like that area? Cages, house, all that.
There's not really a hallway. This is a very open area. There's not really any hallways or anything like that. This is you guys are hiding right now behind some crevices of rocks and other stuff like that.
Then it may be a good idea. So if I have to grab Aeronel,
I can cast darkness
cast it
to.
on us.
So, like,
And
I
then
can
we'll
cast it
transport out.
that way when you're invisible, you're.
That would be useful.
we don't have to worry about you not being invisible anymore
Or
because
horse.
it's dark, and then you can thunderstep out. Is that what you're saying?
I have to know where. Wait, let me just double check that.
Yeah. Do you have to have a visual on where you're thunderstepping
Because
to?
like, if I have a visual, if I'm looking at like a house or something, like I'm gonna transport there, but then I get blacked out,
You have to be able to
I'm
see it.
still already focused there.
But you have to see it though.
You have to be able to see it at the time of casting your spell. You have to be able to see it at the time of casting your
So
spell.
basically, the smoke is just to blind enemies to give us an advantage to get away. So let's do it. Let's get going. Decide who's going invisible. Dun, dun, dun. And who else? You,
Felix.
Felix. So Felix is flying out. Okay.
How am I
let's do
going to
it.
know when and where to cast darkness still?
Watch.
I'm focusing on you and Aranel, right, Barry?
I think that's a play it by ear scenario.
Just watch for stuff to go
If
awry.
we
Let's
are
do it.
doing that with him teleporting, I don't need to be invisible. I don't need to go.
If he teleports.
I'm like a backup just to get her out if she gets caught. I don't want to use Thunderstep, but if I have to, it's an option.
Okay, then
What
I will
if-
go with you invisible.
Aranel steps up. What if he goes with me to the cage, but we look at the area in front of us, we choose a spot that he can teleport to,
Or
you be in that spot waiting for us, that way we have 3 people there ready to go at any given time.
Yeah,
he
why
has
don't you
to
make
go.
yourself look like one of the guards and
So
you
that's 5
escort
people.
Aranel to the cage?
I was just gonna say
No.
that.
So
Good
if
idea.
I'll go
Aranel
with
goes
this
as
guy
the
as-
deer,
Yes.
he's invisible, he's invisible.
He doesn't have to be invisible. He can look like a guard.
And I'll bring Aranel as a deer into the cage. And then bring her back out.
Let's do
Or as
that.
guidance.
Okay.
That's a
You
good
could be
idea.
like a guard and be bad at it, so when you're putting her in the cage, you're like, bah! And then all the animals come out. You're like, oh no!
So how many
fumble.
feet is this going to be away from us currently?
Your deer.
So you guys,
Wow.
from the closest building to you guys, you are
Oh, dear.
currently about 100 yards away. There are about 5 different buildings.
Invisibility could be an option.
Actually,
Right. You could save it for the escape.
Yeah. And Thunderstep again if needed.
let me kind of go ahead and draw this out a little bit. So we have a little bit more of a visual representation of what you guys are looking like.
Kill.
You gotta get you some Windex or something.
I know, right? I left this on here too long.
I thought we had a spray.
It adds character to the map.
I can put some spray on there.
No.
300 feet.
Josh,
That's why it's crusty.
So this is going to be.
300
look at your phone.
So this is going to be 300 feet away. So I'm not getting to you fast.
Well, you can always just bum rush it.
Well, I mean,
It
even
doesn't exactly say.
Technically, it's 10 turns.
Mine does, and the book would.
Okay. So this is
Oh
the,
yeah, I guess it doesn't have to be me. I can do 2 other people.
Yeah.
Invisibility.
this is the
it would take me
crevice
4 turns.
right here. You've got
Kurmas.
this is one of the cages. This is the one that has the drakes.
So we're staring out the sphincter.
Back in the colon again.
It go down the hole.
Bye bye drink.
Were you trying to do the...
You're gonna raise her out there. Go find it out.
Pearson
No
will pull
man's
his razor scooter out of his bag of holding. Ready.
That's the hole?
Nope, this is the hole over here.
Oh, I thought that was the crevice.
No, that's the hole.
Okay.
That's what she
That's
said.
just the rim?
Yeah.
Right. So Aranel's going. You're going as backup in case you got a jet. You're going for smell,
Yeah.
and then that leaves 1 more. So
Well, if you go invisible, in 2nd level it's just you. 3rd level you can pick another person.
Yeah.
Do you need another person?
I mean, I thought advantage. I mean, visibility gives someone an advantage.
Yeah, it definitely gives advantage.
so you're gonna give Felix.
If who's gonna distract the Aarakocra?
Felix.
What's Felix gonna do up there?
Something
That's what I was
distracting.
wondering.
Felix, he said, just start talking.
Just start kidnapping.
That's distracting.
Hey guys!
What the fuck?
Also, like, if Aranel's gonna do the spell, then Felix is gonna get hit by a bunch of lightning.
Not necessarily.
Not a cheap
Aranel
target?
can control where the lightning
Crazy.
goes.
Druids.
Oh, okay. They said they're going,
Yay!
yay! What the fuck is out there?
Felix has handfuls of rocks and he's like, pass them out.
Hey guys.
One is a-
So, you guys are currently, and this is, not 5 feet anymore. This is about 10 feet per square. You guys are
Damn, boy.
a little bit more over in this area. Okay? The Drake cages are over here. The animal cage is over here. The huge hole is right here. This is the makeshift. What's the word you used?
Barracks.
No, for the eggs. The
Hatchery?
Hatchery. Thank you. This is the hatchery, much bigger than his was, and these are all the different buildings that are around.
Now, if you had to place 20 to 30 people on the ground, where would they be located?
So,
Just kind of like interspersed.
hypothetically?
I am not asking you to place 20 minis right now.
No.
Unless you want to.
Just put their initials. Where's the
What are their names?
Okay, so it's pretty evenly spaced out. Yeah,
where are the Dragonborn?
it's like
Oh,
Matt Damon in Good Will Hunting. He's like Billy, Bobby, Roger, Ricky, whatever. You've seen that movie, right?
how do you like them
Yeah,
apples?
thank you.
More or less,
Okay.
they
I like
they
the
are kind of
distraction- I like the distraction idea a little better now.
moving around. The ones that are outside the Drake cage, they are just kind of keeping an eye on them. You notice that one of them is human. Very familiar.
So now that we got this
Does
information,
Hans look
this
like
is
he's in charge?
Just is Bruce Willis.
this is inside the cave area, or is this all out? in the
This is
open?
all outside of the cave area. As you guys look a little more, it's not an actual cave like what the map looks like. It is a massive hole in this plateau.
So what I'm saying is if we go in here, can they still see us from above?
If you go into the hole,
Into this area.
into this area,
Yeah.
yeah, they can still see.
So this is still outside. Okay.
Yeah, this is still outside the hole.
Who's just around the rim of the hole?
So we can just push them into the hole.
Potentially.
How steep
So
is
is
the
Elvin
wall
gonna
of the
show up
hole?
and just
Like,
start wind blast?
are we talking about freaking Sparta or what?
Well, they're keeping something big down there. Can't get out.
Yes.
Do the
think it can
guards
get out.
look like on edge
Sounds
as though
angry.
they're super not into what's in the cave?
Good question.
They don't seem like they're on edge.
Okay.
They seem like this is a very familiar day by day thing for them.
They're about 5 feet away.
The
from it.
the only thing that seems to be different or newer is the cage that has been made for the drakes.
Okay.
That
The
seems
hatchery's not new?
no.
Interesting.
The hatchery, is the hatchery a building as well? Or is it open?
It's a building, yeah, and you
It's
guys
a
can see similar things of like smoke and other stuff like that coming out of it.
Okay, like you can actually hide behind it.
Yeah.
Oh, that means there is a brood mother in there, though.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Alright, we gotta make a decision, guys. I like
Oh,
the distraction
brutal.
idea. Can we just start moving?
I mean, you would know that he said that there were 6 of them. They were all female.
Yep.
The only male he has is the blue male that was back at the.
So Evo's the daddy?
Yes.
Unless they have a male in the
Who's that
hatchery.
and what does he do?
Why would they though? It's not generally where they would
Breeding.
keep the males. Like Evo wasn't in the hatchery, he was roaming around. The brood mothers were in the
Maybe they're waiting to get Evo.
Yeah, maybe he's just keeping them separate and they just want to let him get his chance.
All right, let's make this interesting. Let's keep going.
All right.
So we've accounted for all 6 of the drakes that were missing.
Yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Okay. So, what is the first?
The
Thing
types
that's happening.
of guards, we have the Minotaurs, and then what were the other ones?
So you have a
A
Minotaur.
couple dragonborn.
One king.
You have 2 Dragonborns.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Can you put an M where the Minotaurs are and a D where the Dragonborn are?
And a K where the Kenku is?
Yep. So there's the human.
Hate that
H
guy.
for Hans.
There's the
Oh my
Kenku.
goodness, hate Hans.
Dragonborns is right here. And the other one is going to be right here.
Now, which one is the gold one and which one's the green? Or silver.
Silver.
Rather. Apologies. Thank you. Sorry.
Silver. Green.
I swear that one isn't me trying to be an asshole. It's important to know. All right. 'Cause usually it is me trying to be an asshole.
Oh, I'm aware.
Okay. As long as we're on the same.
That big circle's the hole.
Yes.
No,
No,
that
the
big
hatchery.
circle is the hatch.
This is the hole.
That
The
like,
hole is so
Okay.
massive that it goes all the way across the entire map.
That's right.
and each square is 10 feet now.
It's
Yes.
a massive.
That's why I said it's gonna take me like 4 or 5
Yeah.
turns to get over there, if stuff goes awry.
I'm gonna make myself look like one of the smaller minotaurs that you mentioned.
Okay.
Honestly, maxing out my size.
They're all 8 feet tall. Oh god.
I mean, there are some variations. As you take a moment to like look at each one, make a perception check for me.
Wait. Can you make somebody else look like a minotaur or just yourself?
For him, it's just him.
Oh, just you?
Yeah, it's a warlock disguise self.
What'd you get?
5.
5. It's kind of hard to determine the height of these
Sky,
minotaurs from where you're at.
Deer, and then 4.
Just make myself
2.
an extra foot, so like 7-foot
3.
tall minotaur.
So are
You
you
make yourself a whole foot.
Disguise
Yeah.
self is up to a foot. Are you
Okay.
taller or
And you
shorter?
are 6 foot
I'm
already.
gonna be
Yeah.
keeping an eye on them for the distraction.
Okay. So then, yeah,
So you're
you
one of the
can make
invisible.
yourself look
So
like
he's
a.
disguised. She's a deer. You're going invisible, and then these 2 are going invisible.
I wasn't
Yeah.
very invisible.
You can make yourself look like a
Felix.
7-foot minotaur.
Invisible,
And I'm
because
gonna
he's
wrap a
using
rope
disguise.
around Ariel's neck.
So you got one opening. You can go.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm carrying her
I
in.
can go where?
Okay.
Does this guy's self
Okay.
take concentration?
So
at
he's
all?
going in disguise. She's going as a deer.
A what? Concentration?
That
Yeah.
ends with me. That means he's going invisible. He's going invisible. Felix is going invisible. You got one more invisibility,
Okay, so are you still casting invisibility, or is he casting invisibility?
or both.
I thought they were gonna
holding
hold
on
off
to it
on the
if I
casting
need
invisibility and
So it's just 2 right now. If you-
Okay.
Okay, so it's just 2 people are
So
invisible.
just
right
you
now.
2.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Felix is not going invisible.
No, I guess he's
Guess
gonna
not.
hang out there.
Okay, so Felix will stay with you 3. Aranel transforms into a deer, and she lets you put the rope around her neck.
I'm gonna put let's see, a green marking on her. No,
you don't
what
even
do
have to.
She's
She
got
knows
drink
who
you
she
back.
is.
Well, it's just a marker so I know which deer she is.
She'll know who she is.
Just leave
She'll
the rope on
find
her
you.
neck. Just keep a like a little necktie.
Make it a slip knot though. Because I mean, I thought the plan was get her open up the thing, as if you're walking her over to it, and then you just fumble fuck it, and all the animals run out, and they don't know that Aranel's even Aranel. Like they're not chasing her; they think she's just another fucking deer. That way, she's never suspicious.
Think of something that's like not suspicious that'll stand out.
I'm saying she doesn't need to be marked. She knows who she is.
Oh, I know she does. I'm gonna put like a green smudge on her chest, like a grass stain, like a marking on her chest.
How are you gonna do that?
Rub some grass.
There's no grass right now. You guys are in rocky terrain.
I'll take the grass from the bottom of my boot.
I'm gonna rub some dragon nip on her.
Just be a
Yeah,
lot
cut
more
that ear a little
awkward if
bit
she was
and
a
make it a
human
tag.
form.
No.
Yeah, I can make a color or a small mark appear on an object. So I can do that to her.
Using what?
prestidigitation.
Okay.
Crazy. Spell's insane.
And just like on the chest, so it's like it looks normal. Nothing's gonna like stand out, but I can see a green smudge on that deer.
Okay.
I don't go
As you
grab
get closer,
another
all the
random
deer have green smut.
one. Come on, Aaron. It's like what the fuck? I'm being attacked.
Okay.
By a deer.
Wrong deer. Shit.
Okay. So we put the green smudge in an area that you can see.
Yeah.
All right. So you begin to lead Aranel out. She begins to kind of put on a performance as though she's really struggling against you, trying to make it look like she's not just a wild deer being led like a dog. So she's gonna make a performance check.
You know what they say, you can lead a deer to prison.
Okay.
Is that what they say?
Maybe.
Okay. So I rolled a 13 on her performance check, but I rolled a natural 1 on the enemy's insight check. So,
Seamless.
Love it when a plan comes
she
together.
makes it look like she's struggling really hard. She throws a few kicks that probably would have hit you if you were actually the Minotaur, but it kind of goes through the illusion. They don't notice it because they rolled really bad on that. But she does put on a very good performance as you guys begin to make your way out of the rocky area you guys are in. Do you say anything, or
I'm not gonna say much because I guess Minotaurs do speak common,
they do?
but
But you don't know
they
what
have
their voices sound
own
like.
language. We had Tiny.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
Like,
if,
that
these,
was one
if there's only like
Hey guys, I
10
got a
Minotaurs
deer.
and they know each other,
Then there's
you
also
don't want to
other
like,
Minotaurs.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like have a conversation,
Okay.
but kind of
Okay.
make more sounds.
So you begin to lead her this way around this building towards the animal cage. You guys
Yep.
go invisible. How long do you wait before you head out?
So real quick, Garadon and Aranel are on like this side.
They're
side close to
making
me.
their way over here to this.
Okay. Then I will wait like 45 seconds to a minute.
Okay. So,
I think.
you see Felix get an arrow notched into her bow, just getting ready.
Felix is a boy.
His, yep.
Same.
You're doing the same? Okay. And you see Felix looking up at the Orokrokro, keeping track of where they're all at.
I'm going to.
I'm scanning on the ground.
Alright, so you guys wait about 45 seconds. They get to about right here-ish when that 45 seconds hit. What do you guys do?
I start tiptoeing my way towards the cages.
Okay.
I'm going to tiptoe my way to like halfway between where the cages are, like the animal cages, and where we started.
Okay.
Or I guess I want to stay roughly within like 90 to 110 feet of where Garadon can teleport to.
Okay. So you're
He
heading
did,
this
he did
direction.
tell me 90 feet.
You're heading this direction?
Roughly.
You're
I'm
following
gonna-
behind them?
I'm gonna try and like, yeah, because I assume you're not taking it.
Not
I want
that
to.
you,
I
like,
want to keep a little bit to like the outside if I
that's okay.
can, but I want to position myself after moving, like more in between where they are and where we're going, if that makes sense. So like walking up, I want to be as far away from these people, so I would like walk around a little bit.
Okay, where on the map do you want to be?
Right about there.
Like total final.
Yeah. Like, where are you trying to get to?
Pretty much like right where your pointing
Yeah.
finger is.
Right here somewhere?
Ish, yeah.
Okay.
Because that'll be within shooting distance of where they're going to end up when they teleport.
Okay, how far can I throw a spear?
What does it say for the range on the spear?
I don't know. That's what I was asking.
Go to your book. It should tell you the range of throwing the spear.
It's pretty far though.
So, I need you to make a stealth check. You need to make a stealth check as well. I know you have your hood on, so
Did Ernell
And I'm
recast
invisible.
Pass Without Trace on us?
yeah, you guys do get advantage. Arnold did not cast Pass Without a Trace. You don't need to make.
He asked her to.
Well, but once she
It's
leaves,
centered around
it's
her.
gone.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You have to be around her, so
Gotcha,
that would have been a
gotcha,
waste
gotcha.
of a 3rd level spell slot.
Fair.
I'm gonna just pull out the spear.
That's where he's not saying now.
That's a 10.
You guys do have advantage because you are invisible,
Yeah.
I don't because I'm canceling out disadvantage.
but you're also wearing your hood, which activates.
It stacks. That's
Okay.
crazy.
I think it does.
In that case, give me a sec. Because the first one was cocked. This one's cocked. The last one was a natural one. This is also cocked.
Gosh.
Get this shit out of here. Okay, 15.
15. Yeah, it's much better.
10.
10.
Okay.
Spear, 20 feet, 60 range.
So I did the
the same.
If you go past 20, it's at disadvantage.
the first one you're looking at that you're passing is the Kenku. I just rolled for him to see if he would tell. He got a 14.
Let's go!
Okay, javelin.
Huge.
You have a
Must have
javelin?
been the
Javelin.
wind.
Okay. For these guys over here though.
Do you know how far a javelin goes?
Same.
Oh, okay.
It's not disadvantage, is it?
Yeah, if you go past 20.
So you begin to make your way over towards the Drake's cage.
Yeah.
As you do,
20 is your short range. That's how you can throw.
You stumble and you hit a rock that you didn't quite gauge being invisible, and the rock rolls over here. All 4 of these guys all suddenly come onto alert, and they're looking around.
I
What was that?
freeze.
Okay, you're holding still.
Music stopped at a good time.
Yeah. What was that? Did anybody see anything?
Okay, spear no jumping.
Oh, it must have just been the wind.
Must have been the wind. There's someone prowling around here.
Must have been my imagination.
They do begin to call to a few others, saying, "I think there's something over here." These 2 also come over, and one of them from the Drake's Cage come over. They all begin to wander around looking for you.
In a group?
They're all kind of spread out and moving in different directions. So, I'm going to roll first to see a perception check, to see if they can kind of gauge where you might be. Roll another stealth check for me with advantage, as you are now holding still.
Yeah, not great. That was worse.
What was it?
Well, since I don't know what my modifiers are, I just have to go on dexterity, which is +2, right?
Yes.
So that would be a 7.
7. Okay. So, as you're standing there, and they're walking around, some of the dust begins to come up, and it gets into your nose. And you can't breathe, so you open your mouth, some of the dust gets into your mouth, and you can't help but cough. And suddenly they are all on high alert, and they know exactly where you're at.
They have exclamation
It's
points.
just a
Yeah.
buck snort.
Well,
At this exact same
Just a
time,
buck snort.
you have already gotten about to right here. The 3 Minotaurs stand at the gates, see you coming towards them. Good catch. Come on, put it in. And you see one of them. Huh?
That's what she said.
You see one of them open the gate and start hurting the elk and deer back a little bit.
As I push her, I'm going to smack on the backside.
Damn.
I'm not there.
That's
Is that harassment in the
disrespectful.
workplace?
Yep, that hits. She doesn't kick.
Like from me?
No. She's kicking you for smacking her backside.
It's fair. That's fair.
She does a small kick and it does hit you.
Who's
Critical
displaced
damage.
agent?
She doesn't try to like
that me?
hurt you or anything,
What?
so you do take 1
Displaced
point of damage from it
ATR.
though.
Yeah, it's you.
Um,
It's you.
Okay.
But then she,
We're gonna have to have a chat about this.
as you continue to move her forward, and she does run in.
I'm thinking.
The Minotaur steps aside, pushes her in, and then runs back out, closes the gate.
Fuck.
Good job. And then at that exact moment, you hear, "There's someone here! There's someone here!" And they all gather around you.
Oh no.
And you are now surrounded.
Even those 3 Minotaur
check
that
it
were
out.
by the animal cage?
No. Just,
Oh. Just the 4.
What he
yeah, I heard him.
said? Okay.
And he said, "Let's go check this out." Make a persuasion check.
Come on, baby. Oh, nice. 25.
25.
Ooh, that's so
That's funnier than
persuasive.
24.
Good idea. You stay here. And they all start running. They do say, "You stay here, Pipsqueak." Because these guys are all like very bulky, very big guys.
See, even for a Minotaur, you're a twink.
But they start running. You see several of the creatures begin to run over. And Airnell, once they're gone, shifts back into herself. Well, that was pointless. Nobody's even here now.
Well, we release all the animals.
Okay. And you guys open the gate, and you release the animals.
Chaos!
You
Yep.
are now surrounded.
I'm going to yell up, "Animals are loose!"
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
You are now surrounded.
You're still invisible, though.
Yep.
Okay.
It's just not moving.
Right. Where
You see
are they?
you see several blades and spears around you. They're not pointed directly at you, more like one is at like towards your shoulder, another one is like off to your side, and they don't know exactly where you are, but they have a pretty general idea. Show yourself.
How far away am I from the cages?
So you're about right here. So you are.
Well, can't you start like backing out of there?
Or like crouch.
You're about 60 to 70 feet away from the cage.
Okay. How close to the nearest building am I?
You're about 10 feet away from the nearest building.
Can I misty step inside one of the buildings?
Oh,
Fuck yeah.
you certainly can.
All right, I will misty step inside the nearest building right there.
Okay. So yeah, you misty step away.
While invisible.
The rest of you guys don't know that he did that, so you still hear, "Show yourself, we know you're here." And as you do that, Garadon yells from across the area, "Animals are escaping!"
You idiots didn't lock it!
Are they stupid?
Make a deception check.
Remember Tiny?
He was a
Miss
sweetheart.
Tiny.
It's so good.
He's a good guy.
Deception.
Sweetheart.
18.
You see all the ones that started to run, those 3 plus these 2 right here, they all stop and turn around, and all the animals are running out. And they turn around and start running back towards you.
I'm gonna have Arinel and I go to that building that's closest.
Or have Arinel
Further to
run
you.
ahead, you act like you're chasing her.
Well, she's now it's just normal.
She
Arinel.
transforms back. She can do it
Okay.
twice in one day.
Oh, cool. Then I will chase her towards that direction, back around.
Okay. You see these guys all run this direction. The Kenku has already come this way.
Josh, I have to ask: are your arms fully outstretched like a Scooby-Doo villain?
The laser is spinning in circles.
Sorry, Jason.
I know, it's fine. You guys do hear from the cave suddenly. As a loud roar at the commotion that's happening above it. Something is inside, not happy. You guys can hear as stuff is being torn and rent in the ground.
Now, how do the guards look? Do they look nervous about that?
Not particularly.
Damn.
These guys are hungry.
Right?
The Silver Dragonborn. Does anybody speak Draconic?
Me.
Doesn't Arinel?
I feel like Aaron
What?
does.
Someone does.
It wasn't me then.
Arinel.
I think her stats are over there. I think
Are
right
they?
behind you. Down.
Oh,
Yeah.
Maybe not.
damn, you're a kid.
Looks
Yep.
like everybody's having internet issues.
She spelled it wrong, but yeah.
Nice.
All right. So in Draconic, the 2 of you hear the Silver Dragonborn yell, "Calm down. No one's coming to save you.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
This is your life. You provide for us now."
Sounds like we got another rescue mission.
Ruh-roh.
That's all you hear. In Draconic back, you hear the response,
I thought so.
a very low, guttural voice.
We will find a way out. And when we do, we will burn all of you.
We're just sitting there.
Is that a
Is it like-
royal we?
So I'm gonna Arinel, what the hell is that? And she's gonna repeat that to me.
She's still a
Just
deer.
saying.
Arinel's gonna go.
As a
Deer's
deer?
That's a
Classic deer
that's a deer.
noise.
That is actually how female deer, they do like a little. Yeah, a little more of that. That's a little more
It's like
accurate.
milding.
Yeah, more of a.
You would know.
Okay.
That is actually their warning call though. They do like little.
I know.
Just like the idea that like this deer is barking like a dog and the deception check just fails.
It wasn't like a
No,
dog.
no.
They actually do make that sound.
I get it.
That dog's funny. Wolf.
Jason, you sounded like a pug.
Well, sorry.
So I'm gonna
More like a
quickly
chihuahua.
Arinel. Like it's once we get like behind a building.
They just
I need you to make a stealth check as well as her, as you guys are now trying to hide from some of the other minotaurs and other creatures.
No airflow.
Okay.
14.
14. Okay. That I'm gonna make a perception check for them.
Considering everybody else is distracted and trying
Yeah,
to
they
do
do have.
something,
They are
so-
very distracted, so I'm gonna roll a disadvantage.
Yes.
I roll a 4.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's actually really good because I did roll a 14, so they
Hell
would have seen
yeah.
it. But thank you for pointing out they are distracted because that is very true.
Not as bad as Sean.
All right, so
Fair enough. What the hell
Made
was
him put
that?
it outside and somebody stole
She's still in
it
deer
off
form.
of
If
it.
she transforms back, she won't be able to transform again.
Well, she doesn't have to like.
Stole
top
it
her.
off the leash.
Well,
Is that?
I don't know
Right,
what she did,
like-
but she did something.
Fair enough. I don't know what the hell that was, but do we need to go save her?
you see the shoulders of this deer kind of like
Well, she understood what it said.
she understood it, but she doesn't know whether or not something that she should save. She doesn't know what it was. She just heard.
she lacks context for the conversation.
If I understood Draconic, I'm thinking we should get our ass in there because that can help us.
The enemy of my
But
enemy
you
is
don't.
my
My
friend.
character doesn't understand
Unless the enemy
Draconic,
of
so
my
I'm
enemy
working
is the
around
worst
that to
enemy.
give Aaron now to tell her, hey, we should go fucking save that thing.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to metagame,
Metagaming big time.
but that would kind of sound
So.
like lizard speak.
Ricardo,
So I'm inside.
you're inside this building, still invisible. No, you're not invisible anymore because you did Misty Step.
Okay.
But you are inside this building. There is nobody in there. You do hear the voices outside still asking you to reveal yourself. And you hear some of them like, oh, we gotta go, the animals are loose. You see, there are some like windows, and you do see some minotaurs go running past. You do not see the green dragonborn or Hans go past.
Okay. What side is the door on?
The door is over here.
Okay.
Wait, are you in the building or the hatchery?
He's in the building.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I am. Well, I'm gonna get up next to the door and I'm gonna try to open it up. Peek through it.
Okay. As you look out, you see. Make a perception check and a stealth check for me, please.
Okay. I'm not using those dice. Yeah. Ooh, that's a 17 plus whatever my perception would be.
Okay, so perception check is really good. You can see Hans and the Green Dragonborn. They seem to be trying to calm the Drakes, as the Drakes seem to be very riled up right now.
Okay.
You know that they can understand Draconic as well,
Yeah.
which is why something is definitely getting them riled up. But Hans and the Green Dragonborn are keeping them relatively well calm. That's all you see over by that cage, though.
Okay.
Those are the only two.
Hatchery's not for the drakes, but if it's for whatever's going on.
That's pretty much it with the perception check. That you see all your drakes inside that cage. They are moving around, but they seem relatively calm.
Okay.
And then a stealth check to make sure no one sees you.
Okay, that's probably a 14.
Okay. So yeah, with that you feel like no one's noticing you. Hans and the Green Dragonborn are focused on the other things.
Green Dragonborn named Franz.
Hans and Franz.
They're gonna pump us in.
Okay, I am then just gonna hunker down and hope that the distraction pulls some more guards away then.
I mean, there's no other guards there. You can't see any of the other guards. They all
Yeah,
seem to have been pulled
But I
away.
can hear them on the other side of the building yelling at me,
Oh yeah, true. Fair enough.
So-
You're right. My apologies. Yep, you're right. All right. You three, actually 4 with Felix. You guys see the guards that are trying to get him to reveal himself start swinging their weapons, and they don't seem to be making any contact. And they seem to be stabbing and swinging, and nothing seems to be happening. I could have swore he was here. We all heard him coughing, right? Like they're mind fucked right now. They have no idea what just happened. They are like, what? He was definitely here.
How far away are we?
So you guys are still over here.
I
So
just
you guys are about. You guys are about 130, 140 feet away.
I just look over my shoulder to Lizzie. That's funny.
You guys just see like these minotaurs who are doing like these massive swings with these massive stabs and just hitting absolutely nothing. And it's just like very confusing for him.
Like that.
Oh no, I don't want to do that. I was thinking of casting thaumaturgy to draw them away from that area even further, but the furthest away I can cast it is 30 feet.
You got that.
Yeah. I don't want them within 30 feet of us.
True.
A few moments go by, and suddenly the cries are coming from over here. We need more help! You also notice that many of the Aarakocra have begun to fly over in that direction. There's only about 2 that kind of are still over in this area. They're starting to fly over there to land in front of some of the animals and trying to herd them. And it's not going very well, as these are all wild animals. They're not, tame cows or anything like
Are
that.
there any flammable materials within 600 feet of me?
Yeah, pretty much all the houses, all the buildings would be flammable.
Which building did you guys go to?
Kind of like by closest where.
The one by the Kenku?
You would not be able to see them right now.
Okay.
Would I have seen them run into that building since I'm sort of on the corner of that?
Did you guys run into it, or did you guys are outside of it? You guys are hiding
still on the
behind it.
outside.
outside of it? Okay.
But yes, you actually would see them
Line
like
of sight.
here.
Awesome.
What about like haystacks?
There are no haystacks.
Piles of firewood.
There's not. I mean,
Freshly raked leaves.
yes, there's like 6 piles of that. No,
Okay, I'm gonna.
no, there's none of that stuff up here.
Okay.
Aaron, I think we should check out whatever that was. In the pit.
She kind of like points her head, and there's still minotaurs and things running around, and points out, still a little risky. Is the sense you're getting from her.
So is that building
Maybe
by
not
the
in current form.
Kenku within 600 feet?
Yeah. Yeah, you could definitely do something with that building.
Okay, so while everybody else is distracted, I'm gonna shoot a fire arrow into that building and set it on fire.
Okay.
Is there anyone that can see Aranel and
If they were looking towards you, yes, there are plenty of people who could see you. But as of right now, they're very distracted running in that direction, trying to catch the animals.
And you look like you caught an animal.
You look like you've got one cornered and you're like wrestling it. Okay. As you shoot the arrow, one of the Aarakocra did see the arrow coming from where you shot it from. And he does call out, "Someone shot an arrow from over there!" And you see these other minotaurs begin to, they look up, see where the Aarakocra is pointing, and they start to move in that direction.
Did that building catch on fire?
It hits, hasn't caught on fire yet, that you can tell.
Did I hear it impact the building?
You suddenly, as you're watching Aranel and Gardon, you suddenly hear, "Thump," and you just keep watching.
Aranel, kick down the door. We're next to the house. Aranel, kick down the door.
Oh, you're not by the door.
Oh. You don't have
You guys,
doors on
I'm
these
sorry,
things.
sorry.
Oh, they're all facing that way. That's convenient.
That's convenient.
Okay, so I'm by the first building. Okay.
Delasine. We're about to get overrun.
Okay.
Get ready.
2.
Rumble.
Gotcha.
Rotate.
Okay.
Hey. How long does that last?
Where is?
How many times can she cast it?
Probably 3.
One moment.
Or maybe 4 to 5. That's like all of our spells.
Yeah, but it's like a rotating damage shield.
I mean, it's good. So I'm not saying it's
When I was around it.
Yeah. But like one will probably suffice.
Well, it depends how many I'm about to get on me.
Well, I don't think it'll be like a 5-minute combat. Because usually combat is like 40 seconds. Like in the game.
Well, if I got 5. Rotating is what, 10 seconds? a turn?
Sorry, I'm just
You know what
trying
they
to find
say?
Jenny really
6
quick.
seconds per
Best
turn.
plan never survives best first contact.
Then the next
good
match is gonna be
recovery.
up there.
That wasn't very good
And
recovery.
I don't know when
I
I'm
was
gonna
not
be up
ready
against
for that
what
one
Mr.
at
Green
all,
and Mr. Silver.
To be fair, neither was I.
So you can sneak out that door and then go unlock the Drake cage, right?
Yes, but because Hans and the Dragonborn are there,
Right there.
their loyalties are going to be
No,
split
no.
between me and them.
Okay.
But if
awesome.
Hans and the Dragonborn come towards the rest of the party,
They have different
Yes.
rules.
we've just become the other half of the distraction.
Yes.
All right. So
You're facing to
you guys. Okay. You asked Aaron to kick down the door. There is no door.
Alright. So who's in view of me and Aaron at the moment?
Okay. So
We have dots and bits and dots have moved.
More
yeah,
dots.
all these
More
dots have
dots.
now moved. I gotta rearrange this.
Rearrange the dots.
Why
Sorry,
we're-
I'm so boring, Ross.
While we're rearranging, I'm gonna swap out for my axe.
I'm gonna continue to hold my sword.
Okay.
And my weapon.
So
I'm going
Oh,
to knock another
axe,
arrow.
The other dot has
Fusion,
moved.
attack, that's a click.
Damn. Fucking goon squad walking with you guys. There's like 10 of us.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Size.
Don't you have like one of those
Fusion.
bad like over things?
I do.
And then that.
All right. So you see that there are several heading this direction. There are several heading in that direction. Hold on. I also need to move the Kenku because he's no longer there.
So Hans and the or the green dragonborn didn't move?
Correct. Kenku's over here. The Kenku is over, and he is. The Kenku is actually doing animal calls. He's making deer sounds. He's making. But he's actually making, like, and it's very accurate to the point where some of the animals are actually turning around and are very confused by the sounds.
I'm gonna have Arino. I'm gonna kind of like drag her to the other side of the building so no one's seeing us,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna make both of us go invisible.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you turn invisible.
Before you do that, shouldn't you turn her into a person?
Oh, she can become a person.
Because turning back would cancel it out.
Okay, turn into a person and we're gonna go invisible.
Okay. She turns back into her humanoid form, and you cast invisibility on both of you.
Yeah.
All
Let's
right.
go check out what's in that pit.
Okay. So you guys are now invisible. You watch as they go around a corner and suddenly disappear.
Yep.
What the fuck did that thing say?
So she whispers what it said. You guys go over to the pit and you look down. As you look down into the darkness, not staring. Well, actually, hold on. Yeah. So you guys step forward and you look over the pit, and you see 2 pairs of yellow eyes down in the darkness that seem to be staring directly up. You get a sense of a reddish gleam. And as it looks up,
In
you
the
can see.
eyes or in the
No, around where the eyes are at. And as you continue to look down, you see it staring, both sets of eyes staring at the silver dragonborn. But as you move up to the edge of the cliff and you look down, its eyes shift to both of you.
Push the silver dragonborn.
We can see through invisibility.
I'm not invisible.
They are invisible.
Oh.
They turned invisible. But yes, it can see through
Interesting.
invisibility.
I think you can make friends real fast if you push that silver dragonborn.
Oh.
I'm in a bit of a conundrum here because of knowledge you shared with me previously what this situation could be like.
That's racist.
Colors and their significance.
So,
Okay.
you
chromatic scary.
You get the sense that you hear the sounds of footsteps leaving the area that you are in. You see Hans and the Green Dragonborn still at the Drake's cage, but that's about it.
Okay. Do I want to go flashy or do I want to stay stealthy? Hard choices.
While you think of that,
Okay.
Steven, what are you
Sure.
doing?
I'm going to go to the last place that I saw them
Okay.
and fucking vibe.
Fucking vibe?
I like to live dangerously. I'll also move towards the pit
Okay.
because I've been thinking about the Tarrasque hole all night.
Okay. As you move towards the pit,
Uh-oh.
I need you
Uh-huh.
and you to make dexterity saving throws.
Saving throws. How close am I when that happens
Dexterity saving
to
throw.
him? Okay. That matters for him. Just saying.
12? Somebody else is
12?
asking getting
12?
cursed. So I
Okay.
look at it.
You are close enough to where it would matter for him, so it would. So you can add 4 to that.
Okay, so 16.
16.
Just 12.
Okay. So, as you move closer, it's actually a good thing, because as you move closer, not knowing that Garudon and Aranel are also standing at the edge of this thing, you actually bump into Garudon, almost knocking him in.
That would have been crazy.
If you did not get that +4, you would have fallen in.
What?
So,
That would have been funny.
but with
insane.
the +4, you managed to catch yourself and not fall in. However, suddenly the silver dragonborn turns. Doesn't see anything, but he heard rocks falling down. But he is turning and looking in your direction.
Wait until this guy learns about tectonic shifts.
So cantrips, would that be considered a spell?
Yes.
Oh, so I can't do that.
Correct.
As the silver dragonborn looks that direction, you hear a from down in the hole.
I will escape. Do not think yourself safe.
And the dragonborn turns his attention back to what's in the pit.
Can I sneak up behind that motherfucker?
You're gonna try to sneak up behind
I would
the.
love to try. Did you say why? Yeah. I want to get rid of him.
Push
He's
it.
gonna
Make
push him
a
in.
stealth check
At advantage.
with advantage because you are invisible.
Oh shit.
And there's also
on.
some noise going on.
Okay.
Come on.
That's all right. 17.
Hell yeah.
Well, it beats the natural one I just rolled. So you managed to sneak
Very distracted.
very carefully behind the silver dragonborn. The sound of the creature inside screaming up at him is clearly keeping his attention.
This is Sparta.
What do you do?
I think I will in fact Sparta kick his ass
Yes!
into the hole.
All right,
I won't yell anything,
make an attack roll.
but I sure will attack him.
I was gonna say shield bash him.
Whoa! It's not a natural one.
Oh! 9.
9
Advantage
with advantage
because
because he cannot see
Oh my
you.
god.
Oh.
11?
Higher than 9
Yeah.
by 2.
Are you adding anything to this, or is it just a dice roll?
No, I rolled a 4. No, that was the 4. I rolled a 2 and then a 4.
Wait, was this attack or strength? Because
It was an attack. It was an attack.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Wait, was that your proficiency bonus as well?
Yeah,
But
trust me.
advantage because it's surprise.
Trust me.
I
That
just
was
gave him
the
advantage.
The advantage was
It was a 9 and
I
11.
promise, guys, I'm adding everything I need to this roll.
So you missed, but you do now become visible.
Visible, totally.
And he
I have
suddenly
a second attack.
he sees you do absolutely do it. You do not have advantage this time because you are
because I'm
visible, and he is aware of your.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway.
With that,
Dog water roll.
you make an attempt to kick him in. You miss the first time. You suddenly become visible. He turns and sees you. You attempt to kick him again, and he just sort of sidesteps it. And he turns and looks at you. Interesting. Intruders! And he yells out as loud as he can.
Did we hear it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, everybody hears it. All of the Minotaurs that are here, they stop, they turn, and they look back in this direction. The Minotaurs that are chasing animals, they suddenly stop. Some of them with animals in their arms, they stop, turn, and all attention is on you.
Can I
right now,
shoot one of
Pearson.
the Minotaurs that just turned away in the back?
And that's where we're going to go ahead and end tonight's episode.
Oh, come on!
Whoa!
We took an hour to make
I
up.
fucked up so bad.
I'm just happy that he's still alive.
I mean, yeah, just
Dice
technically we
gods
got an
hate
hour to
you
make up.
tonight, Pearson. They're here for the plot.
I
They just
still
want
like
the
them. They're
drama.
gorgeous. So
Thank you so much for watching. I know we didn't get our normal time because we started really late and everything else like that. That was unfortunate.
There
But
was an outage.
Hey, we're not the only ones that are losing our internet tonight.
Yes, there was an outage.
Unfortunately, so.
Okay.
There was an outage.
But thank
just
you
my
so much for joining us. We will pick up again next. Ross, are you available next week?
I think I can make time, yeah.
Perfect.
Sweet.
So, and hopefully we'll actually have Jazzy and oh my gosh,
Abby.
I know, but I keep getting her character name and her name. Abby will be back as well.
You sound alike.
They do not, but I just
Jazzy
couldn't
Abby.
process the Felix and Abby part.
Jabsy?
Hopefully we'll have them back as well, so we'll have a full 8-person team with Ross here. And yeah, this should be a very fun and interesting interaction, and we'll see where this goes.
I'm low-key still waiting for Ross to, like, betray the party. No offense. It's just,
Oh,
you know, my
it'll
natural,
happen.
my natural
Give it
inclination.
time.
I mean, it's either going to be
But
Ross or
thank you again
or-
so much, everybody. We love you guys. We will see you all next week, and thank you again for all your support and love.
Love you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Guys, I think I really fucked up.
I really do too. I really do think.